Alright, what's up, collective? Welcome back to my channel, Akashic Rhapsody. My name is Brittany, and I am so happy for you to be here tonight. It's about 11:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time where I am at, so pretty late, but I had enough energy to put together pick a card reading for you. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I thought I would just go ahead and do one for you this weekend to kind of spice things up a little bit. So this reading is going to be about what is your spiritual superpower, if you will. So if you are here, you clicked on this video, I trust that Spirit has guided you here to because you have questions about who you are as a person. You might feel like deep down inside that there's something that's a bit different about you. You might possess some abilities for which you may not have a whole lot of understanding as to what's going on, or perhaps you do and you just need additional confirmation from Spirit as to, what it is that is unique about you in terms of your spiritual gifts, psychic abilities, anything that is sort of I'm not sure what the word is I'm looking for. Special, if you will. All right, so I've got 4 piles here for you to choose from, with 4 very special crystals. So first we have the pile number 1 is the Azurite crystal, and it looks like it also has a little bit of Malachite in there as well. Very beautiful stone. Pile number 2, we have the Celestite crystal, or I think it's also referred to as angelite. Kind of has like a cloudy look to it. Very beautiful. Pile number 4 is the Selenite heart. And then pile number 4 is it's referred to as the Morion quartz, or it's pretty much just a type of smoky quartz. This is a very special piece that I got from a local shop that is close to where I reside, and I just had to have it when I first laid eyes on it. It called to me. Very, very powerful stone. So go ahead, pause the video if you have to, take maybe a minute or two, see which one of these piles calls to you intuitively, and then the timestamps will be below in the description box. And once you have chosen your pile, go ahead and select the timestamp and we'll get straight into your reading. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Move these piles out of the way. Alright, pile number 1. Again, this is the Azurite crystal. It looks like this is actually a piece of a geode. So Azurite with a little combination of Malachite. I'm getting heavy transformative / restorative properties and abilities from this stone. But let's read a little bit more about it just to see fully what we're working with. So Azurite in its raw form, this is what it looks like. So easily obtained, often in combination with malachite. The source is The United States, you can also find it in Australia, Chile, Peru, France, Namibia, Russia, and Egypt. This is the type of stone that helps guide psychic and intuitive development, urges the soul toward enlightenment, cleanses and stimulates the third eye, and attunes to spiritual guidance. This also enables journeys out of the body to take place easily and safely. It raises consciousness to a higher level and gives greater control over spiritual unfoldment. So I definitely get here that pile number 1, you are currently going through a spiritual awakening. You could be in the, I want to say, the middle piece of your transition, definitely starting to get to the point where your abilities are, you might be unlocking new abilities that you've never known that you had or experienced before, which we're going to find out a little bit more what those are once I flip the cards around for you. And it's definitely get to the point where it's starting to climax as you transition and your spirit vibrates higher and you're able to really tap into spirit on a very deep level. And I get the feeling that it's like ever since this transition started, your life just has not been the same. You've been having this constant thirst. It's like you're on this quest for clear understanding and enlightenment. And the fact that you picked this stone in particular, definitely you have strong psychic and intuitive gifts. That is very apparent. And because this is a stone that aids with transition, it's very healing and transformative. There could be a possibility that perhaps you had some spiritual blockages, spiritual, mental, or other blockages that have prevented you thus far from being able to really fully unlock your power. And since this crystal has called to you, it's like whatever these long-standing blocks were, especially when it comes to, in this case, if we're dealing with the psyche, your third eye, the mental realm of your physical body, it could be, you could be someone that succumbs to issues with memory, possibly having trouble with communication, both on a physical as well as even like a telepathic level. And Spirit wants to kind of help you find ways to unblock that. I'm being told that meditation will be very, very highly effective for you, very soothing in terms of helping you to kind of clear your mind of any clutter or toxic negative energy that has been kind of circling around you as of late, and to really get to the point where you're able to successfully tap into those higher realms and sort of separate yourself from the 3D, the physical plane here, and get a little bit closer to the astral or the 5D plane. This will also help you with your channeling. And to be able to do so without fear. So for some of you, I get the sense that you are channelers. And this might be something that you didn't necessarily understand what was going on, possibly until now. You might be hearing you might be seeing a lot of imagery or sort of different sites and other things kind of out of nowhere, kind of just comes randomly to you at very odd times. You almost kind of zone out when it happens and then kind of goes away. That is your intuition. You're actively using your intuition, and there's something that spirit is trying to relay to you, that's trying to come through, as well as you could be actually hearing things. Could sound like a voice, or sometimes you might have ringing or buzzing in your ears, which basically is spirit's way of saying that there's something, someone, or some being that's trying to get through to you, send you some sort of message, some sort of signal from the higher astral planes. Yeah. And so sometimes I feel like, okay, so I feel like right now a lot of these messages, like I said, there's definitely a blockage here. It could be many blockages. A lot of these messages might be kind of fuzzy and unclear right now. That's because like I said, you're still trying to understand what's going on. Where is all of this coming from? Wondering how to make things a little bit more clear. And I think the reason why things are so blocked for you is because there's definitely something going on with you mentally or physically. Could be stress, could be worry, could be grief, could be some sadness, could be you're nervous or fearful of something. The other great thing about this crystal is it helps to kind of break down the fear of your old domesticated, programmed beliefs, and be able to break things down to where you can essentially start over from scratch and question, what is it that you believe? What is it that you want to base your reality off of, not necessarily what you were programmed to understand and believe from birth. So that's kind of what you're dealing with right now. So so I pulled a couple cards from the divination of the ancients. Let's take a look at what your spiritual superpowers are. All right, so the two cards we have is augur, I want to say. Hopefully I don't butcher that too badly. Mastery. Definitely giving me spiritual guru vibes. And it's almost like we talked about meditation. He seems to be in a meditative like state and almost in a trance. You could be somebody that wears, bracelets on their wrists, crystals and other things to kind of help ground your energy, help you to focus and channel a little bit better. For those of you who are aware of your abilities, for those of you who are not quite certain but you're still here, maybe you're doing it just because you feel drawn to various different crystals and things like that, and you find that it actually helps you in restoring your peace, balancing out your energies, and brings a lot of healing to you. So there's definitely, you are a master of spirituality, or you're meant to be a spiritual guru, someone who is could possibly end up being a teacher, somebody with deep knowledge and philosophical wisdom in regards to all things of a spiritual nature. Somebody who is deeply tapped into the 5D and connecting with your ancient ancestors, your angels, ascended master. That's what I was looking for. You are meant to be an ascended master if you're not already one. in order to get to this point, obviously it's going to take a great deal of study, practice, and then with the second card here is focus. This arrow here, it looks like there are a lot of different arrows pointing in all different directions, but you see how there's one arrow, main arrow here in the center, pointing to you. It's pointing to the right, or my right, and basically this is spirit way of saying they're trying to point you in the direction in which you should go in order to, master your craft. But it's definitely going to take a lot of time, dedication, years of practice and service to really get to the point where you can call yourself a full-on ascended master. So I'm actually going to read a little bit more from the book of the Divination of the Ancients, just to get a little bit more information. I don't have these memorized, so I usually try to look at the card and see what I can pick up from it intuitively before I go in and kind of see additionally what the book has to offer. So it says here the ancients would often make homage to a wise person, such as a augur, to receive insight and messages in order to take appropriate action. Yeah, so again, you're meant to be somebody who is like a teacher, a spiritual leader, possibly wise elder. I was also hearing medicine man, or a woman, possibly a witch doctor, somebody who people go to seek wise counsel, to understand at a spiritual level how they should proceed forward. What is the best action or direction in which they should take to kind of push them forward on their spiritual journey, or even what they can do to sort of get back on track and heal and unblock whatever elements or things that are getting in their way of them being able to successfully move forward on their soul journey or their path. Spirit is also saying, however, you're not required to do so. Spirit calls you to step into your own sacred space and call upon the augur within. Here you will find strength and wisdom that will lead you towards mastery of the self. As you tread this path of the chosen few, embrace the gifts that are bestowed upon you. Develop and hone your natural abilities in order to share the message that Spirit has for you and others. This is your calling. It is time to stop fighting and to acknowledge who you are. The augur understands the mastery of acceptance. It's time for you to do just that. So definitely, if you are somebody who has been, you could be somebody that, whether it's on your job or in your family, your relationships, or just meeting, crossing individuals on the street, or just in your everyday life, if you notice something very interesting where it feels like people just are naturally drawn to you, they find it very, very easy to step to you and talk to you, and sometimes you might even find that for whatever reason, people that you barely know or just met feel very, very comfortable just opening up to you and sharing their life story out of nowhere. And I think that's because they can sense, it's something about your aura, your energy that you give off, where they sense that it's comfortable and safe to come to you in order to help them with whatever it is. Usually, I feel like a lot of folks come to you for healing, again, wise guidance. They feel as if they come to you, they're definitely going to get, how do I say this, an answer to whatever problem or question or something that they were confused about, to help them kind of continue to move forward. They know they're going to get what they need if they come to you. That's because you have this strong ability, you have this deep knowledge hidden within you. where you're able to, you know, kind of shut out the outside world, really dig deep, focus, or Spirit says you should be, in order to fully master and understand and be able to heal the self, get as much in terms of direct messages from Spirit, because you do have a strong connection to Spirit and to ascended masters and those higher up within the spiritual realm. And it's like you always, because you have this such strong gift, you always have this inner knowing or understanding of precisely what to do to move forward. So it starts with you again, and then you're able to, as you go forward and you master this, to give that to others. So here's a little incantation I want you to recite that may help you. It says, I finally let my ego go. It does not serve, and now I know that my pride comes before a fall. This I must master most of all. So maybe perhaps that is the blockage that you're facing right now. Your pride and ego is getting in the way of you being able to focus, move forward, and really do what it is that Spirit is asking you to do to become this ascended master. Some other divinatory meanings. It says here, you're a gifted medium. Don't be afraid of your natural connection with Spirit. Listen to your calling. Time for self-realization. Practice transcendental meditation. You have a natural sixth sense. Time to trust it. Yeah. So again, I talked a little bit before about fear. Some of you might be afraid of what you're seeing, what you're hearing, these feelings that you're getting. So with you being a natural medium, you could be possibly not only connecting to, you know, folks that are still here in the 3D. Obviously, folks are naturally called to you, and you might be able to pick up on their energies and things like that. But being a medium, you are able to channel and hear the messages, the concerns, the plights, and other things that are trying to come through from those who were here but have passed on and are no longer with us. And I also have to say this. I get a sense that for some of you, you could be currently experiencing some paranormal like activity in your residence or around your space, or you might go to certain locations and the energy that you're picking up is just very, very strong. Might get a little eerie feeling. You might have some hair raising on the back of your neck, your hands, or it just feels there's something different and unnatural about it, more paranormal. And I think that's because if you didn't realize it before, you do now. You are a gifted medium. You have the power to connect with those who have come before, who are no longer here. It's like you can go into any space, and as long as you are open to the messages that are coming through and the spirits or entities around you, they're going to be drawn to you, kind of like a moth drawn to a flame. Your energy is naturally very attractive, because I get the sense that there are many there are many paranormal folks around you who have a lot to say, a lot that they want to a lot that needs to come through that could possibly help you help someone else. You could be the type of person that perhaps you have a calling to really dig deep into this, to the point where you might be someone that could do, if you practice and focus. Please make sure when you get into this, you study hard and you fully understand what it means to ground, center yourself, and put spiritual protections in place. Because as you get deeper into this and you start to really, really connect on a higher level and tap into different energies and make yourself an open channel to, you know, things on the other side, you're going to basically any and everything can come through if you're not 100% clear on what you will or will not allow to come to you. So energies of both the dark and the light will be drawn to you. And I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm just trying to help you to understand. As someone myself who has discovered recently that they are a medium and learning how to kind of master and hone the craft, that it gets hard at times when you don't know how to properly ground yourself and put up protective measures and know how to set spiritual boundaries to tell these energies that, hey, I understand you want to talk, I understand you want to connect, but not today. Or I will only accept those beings of the highest white light of my highest good to connect to me at this time. Or I only will speak to those who are from my particular bloodline, descendants that are naturally connected to me through that, my guardian angels or my spirit team, my ancestors only. Otherwise, who knows who you might be talking to, who you might be connecting with. So you definitely do have to practice and be mindful of that. And then it also says here, from the ancient times of Etruscan culture, augurs observed and interpreted omens and signs from the gods and nature. These prophets were consulted by kings, emperors, and pharaohs before an engagement of any nature was entered into. Today, these wise men can still be found in every traditional culture throughout the world. Wow, yeah. I definitely feel, pile number one, that you have a high calling on your life, and you could potentially lead masses of people, be considered as a spiritual guide or advisor to possibly, a person of power, or even those around you in your community. You're the wise elder, you're the lady who was the witch doctor, the person who is all knowing, all seeing, sort of in the human form. And there's just something so magical and special about the way that you see, you hear things. Also a gifted prophet. Once you really master and hone these abilities and practice your intuitive abilities to see, dream, and hear things now and even into the future, you could be somebody that's very gifted about seeing future signs, omens of things that are to come, possibly to warn the collective what to do, what not to do in order to avoid potential, fallouts, disasters, things like that, or even just good signs of good karma, dharma, and positive things to come. Very just, man, it's I'm very excited about this pile number one. You're very the energy is just really mystical, magical. Somebody here is a sage. I'm getting sage. If you also practice magic, you have some magical abilities, a mage. It's just, yeah, somebody here is, for a few of you, you could possibly be older, or perhaps you've been practicing this for a while now. And you might just be here just for fun, just to see what's going to be said. But for a lot of you, I feel like you're just in the beginning stages, just trying to understand your purpose, your calling, and where you're meant to go with this. So if we go to the arrow, what I'm seeing here says, like the many arrows on the card, your mind is flitting in many directions and your thoughts are scattered. Yeah. So it sounds like you're in the beginning stages. Your channel's wide open, but it's like there's so much coming through. There's so many messages. There are so many ways in which you can interpret what's coming through. It's like it's so hard for you to, it's like you're trying to balance, you're trying to stabilize it, you're trying to control it so that way you can really understand, you know, where it's coming from, clearly focus in on what the thought is, what the clear message is that, you know, you're either your higher self, like I said, your angels, other spirits, entities are trying to tell you. Also, again, you being a medium and picking up on energies, you can have a lot of energies trying to connect to you at once, and then it's just like it's like noise, it's a lot of chatter, it's a lot of just it's like, so I mean, you can see just how many arrows are on this card. It is a lot, and you see that I just noticed that on the card, you see that really bright light like right up in the corner. That is you. All these arrows attracted to your light, your guiding light, trying to understand what the way is forward. You could also be, as a medium, someone who could help wayward souls who are still kind of here lingering and not fully understanding what's going on, where they're meant to go, why they're still here. You know, help them understand if there's unfinished business or other things that they need to know in order to help them kind of feel comfortable transitioning over and moving forward. Here you're being urged to bring some order into your life and make plans. The only way for you to achieve your dreams is by decluttering all those thoughts well enough to determine what they even are. Yeah, definitely you're trying to stabilize here. Your mind, there's so much going on, and I fully resonate. It's funny because I feel like this pile, I resonate a lot with this pile because that's exactly what's happening to me right now. So many things, so many signs of synchronicity, so many messages all at once. And it's like you can hear the chatter, you can hear the voices, you can feel the energy. It's just like so much. Everybody wants to talk. They all have something to say, and it's like you can only piece together so much at one time. And Spirit is asking you to declutter. You need to practice enough to where you can get to a point where you can effectively understand what's yours and what's not yours, what's coming from someone else or something else outside of you. It's time to become like the one arrow in the center of the card that shoots straight into the point. You can achieve this by taking time out to decide what your goal is, planning how you can reach it, working on a schedule to stick by, and then focusing. You will find that you become stronger and more grounded as you go straight to what you really want in life. Focus on positivity and you will make your mark. This is the way to good fortune and blessings for the world around you and ultimately for yourself. So Spirit is asking you, if you really want to do something significant with this, or there's something, perhaps for some of you, you might have figured out potentially what you want to do with these gifts and abilities, but you're not 100% clear on how to just go about executing that goal. But there's still a little bit about some unfocused energy, some declutter. Perhaps you have too many ways in which you can do whatever it is, and Spirit is asking you to kind of take a step back, sit down, plan, focus on one particular goal to start out, and then move forward with that. And this, whatever this is, will possibly bring you great fortune. So, like I said, I mentioned someone who conducts seances. You could be somebody that can help not just help souls kind of cross over and understand what's going on with them, but also if you have if they have loved ones or folks still here on the other side that are having a very hard time grieving and processing the loss of their loved one, or helping them to understand, perhaps that their spirit is still kind of around, lingering, or wanting to know, are they okay? Are they still connecting to me? And, okay, so I just picked up on someone might have recently had like a spouse, or someone here could definitely be older, like in their 60s or 70s. You might have recently had a spouse that has passed over, and you're in the process of grieving. You get a lot of sadness, a lot of missing this person. Or you could be somebody who has lost their parents, or could have even been a friend, but you're wanting to know kind of like what's going on with them. Are they still watching over you? Are they proud? Just any way that you can still feel like you are connected to them. You would be the type of where they're connected to them. You would be the type of person to kind of help them through that. To give people hope, give people peace, give people closure. So that's for somebody here. There could also be somebody who is naturally gifted in, oracle reading, tarot reading, kind of like myself, or, somebody who just is very good about reading others' energy, understanding what's ailing them, what it is that they're seeking, and be able to give them the knowledge and keys to move forward. You could be somebody that's just like a philosophical leader or teacher in your community. Perhaps you'll establish like I'm hearing coven for some reason. Coven. You could be leader of a coven, or another occult like group, or someone who develops their own spiritual practice around a particular philosophy or thing like that. And that is what you want to sort of start and found for yourself to help others. Somebody that is just a wise person that folks come to for aid. You could be a counselor. You could be, end up being a motivational speaker. Somebody that gives people directions on how to heal themselves, how to discover their life's purpose, how to just function within the world today. Yeah, so and no matter what pathway you choose, as long as you're focused on and utilizing your abilities for the highest good and being of service to spirit, you're going to receive a good fortune and blessings, not just for yourself, but the world and those around you. Okay, here's another incantation for focus. So you can close your eyes and recite this to yourself. My mind is like an arrow in flight, its focus sharp so that I might hit the mark and reach my goal, to free my dreams and feed my soul. Yeah, you're looking for nourishment and feeding of the soul, and definitely this is going to help you get there. Other divinatory meanings: start to prioritize, make a list of what is important in your life, walk away from anything that takes you away from your main focus, be straight and to the point, detox your mind through positive thinking, practice meditation. Yeah, you definitely have to get to the point where you're able to clear your mind of all the clutter, all the chaos. Also, take very, very good care of your body. Some of you are not drinking enough water and getting a sense of dehydration, and that's been affecting you physically and even shows. So learn. You might also want to look into herbalism or other all-natural treatments for ailments for your body. Get on a more earth-based diet and really, cut down on your consumption of like heavy processed foods, red meat, maybe even getting rid of meat altogether. Really get to the point where you eat for the sake of properly fueling your body and no more, no overindulgence and things like that. For some of you, I do get a sense that you do overindulge in order to kind of mask pain, to eating your feelings, masking sadness, and using it as comfort rather than something that is providing you with full fuel in order to have the energy that you need to survive. So just changing your mindset and ways and thought processes around food and just how you take care of your body in general. And using meditation to kind of help clear your mind and practice that discipline to be able to not only start that but stick to it. Arrow revealed, since the time of the Chaldeans, Chaldeans. Sorry guys, I'm struggling a little bit here. Arrows have been used for divination purposes. The king of Babylon would stop at the fork on a road and seek an omen by firing arrows engraved with written messages. The one that traveled the farthest would have the answer. The Native Americans believe that you should speak like an arrow, direct and focused. Yeah. So that's another thing. I think I might have said motivational speaker. If I did, yeah, in order to do that, you have to get to the point where you're well versed in practice to where you can, when you're speaking to people, be very direct, very focused, very mindful, get straight to the point, being concise, which is sometimes hard to do. I know for me, I could be very long-winded. And sometimes get caught up in the details to where I kind of lose track of what the main point of the idea was. But getting to the point where you've mastered it to where someone asks you a question, you can give a quick, concise answer, and they get exactly what they need to move forward, and you don't have to give any additional details or any more. It's just focus to the point. Okay. Wow, this is deep. So I'm going to put these two cards up here really quickly, and just as I'm wrapping up this reading, I want to get a sense of spirit guides, holy angels, ancient ancestors. Please come through. Give me some insight as to how the pile number 1 here can further activate this or further enhance this ability within them through love and light and guidance from spirit. What ways can they activate, further activate these abilities? Ooh. Okay, I'm not going to take all of those, but I will take these two. Back of the deck, sacred inner space, sacral chakra, tenderness, sensuality. Okay, so there's something here about your sensuality, possibly sexuality, that could be very powerful and healing. Spirit is saying be tender, so there's a message here to be very gentle with yourself as you're going through this process. Don't try to beat yourself up if you can't, focus immediately, or you're having trouble channeling, or sometimes, you get real clear, direct messages, and other days it's just like it's a lot going on. It's hard to channel. You're tired. You're exhausted. That's also something to be mindful of, not to overextend yourself when you're utilizing your abilities. Know when to take a break and to recharge, so that way you can continue to get clear, concise messages coming through and be able to relay those to others. But there's a need to work on activating your sacral chakra. And to be very, very gentle and tender with yourself during this process. We're also seeing here crystal skull wisdom, clarity, divine healing, high vibrational energy. So yeah, being ooh, excuse me. be crystals could actually be very, very helpful for you, especially seeing here like maybe clear quartz or other sort of crystals that you can utilize in your practice to help you gain additional clarity and healing, and get to a point where you're vibrating at a very high frequency in order to fully optimize your gifts at the highest level that they're meant to be optimized. Let's see a little bit more here. Crystal skull, you might want to look into investing into a crystal skull to help you with channeling and healing. Crystal skulls are said to have been healing tools and wisdom keepers in the ancient civilizations of Atlantis and Lemuria. So you can have connections here to Atlantis and Lemuria. Quartz crystal is known for its capacity to amplify energy and store information. When a crystal is carved into a particular shape, it can bring healing and clarity to what it represents and uncover memories that can be essential to revealing truth. Therefore, crystal skulls are wonderful healing tools that bring clarity to the mind and healing to the headspace. That makes sense. You know, your skull is a very powerful shell that pretty much protects your brain, protects your headspace from harm and other outside forces. This card transports us to an energetic space representing the crystal skull consciousness. It delivers high vibrational frequencies into our energy field so that you can experience clear-mindedness. If you have ever felt called to crystal skulls or have an interest in them, there's a possibility that you have connected with them in a previous incarnation. They're gateways to clarity and potential. Yeah, so I do get that you could have been an ascended master or healer or come from a long line of ascended masters, or definitely have a past life. I'm hearing several past lives where you have taking the time to further develop and hone your craft. And in this incarnation, you're in the beginning stage of remembering that knowledge and the power within you. To connect, visualize yourself being transported to the heart of the stars and ask to be connected to the crystal skull consciousness. Take time to breathe and receive direct transmission from these crystal beings. So the message here is all aspects of your life are becoming clear at this time. Expect to become aware of what you need to step away from to have a more focused path. You may have felt indecisive, but now you are downloading direct guidance from the heart of source so that you can live and express yourself in a more authentic way. Know that downloads often appear as your own inner guidance, encouraging you to move forward. The key is to recognize the calmness they bring. This is a time of clarity and connection. Crystal skull downloads are here to bring clarification to what you have been receiving within. In order for the next phase of your journey to unfold, you must follow the information you have received. You know what you need to do to heal and grow. If you've been asking for a sign that the healing work you have been doing has been successful, trust that this card is the message you have been waiting for. Yeah. So if you started doing your own healing work, shadow work, to try to get more grounded and focused, and you're basically here to clarify whether or not it's been working. Spirit, this card basically confirms that it has been working. Okay, and then lastly, we have soul star activation, fulfilling soul contracts, remembering who you are. Oh my God, that is so crazy. Thank you, Spirit. I just said you were in the process of, since you've been doing this for many lifetimes, now you're waking up and remembering who you are. There's a soul contract. Before you incarnated onto this earth in this lifetime, you set up some sort of contract with yourself to basically carry out a special mission here on earth, and that is what you're currently working with Spirit to figure out exactly what that is. Okay, so the soul star chakra is the energy center that is found around 6 to 12 inches above the crown. It connects us directly with soul wisdom. It is our gateway to the etheric realms, which hold all the lessons of all the incarnations that we have experienced. Through our Star Star, we access information and wisdom like a computer connecting to the internet through broadband. Instead of having to move through the dimensions to access the information, we can remain connected at all times and download support as necessary. The Egyptian god Horus, there's strong connection here to ancient Egypt for many of you. The Egyptian god Horus appears on this card as our spiritual guide. His hawk-headed image is said to illustrate his connection to the sun, moon, and stars. As a keeper of energetic portals to hidden realms, he can help us remember our starry origins, open psychic vision, and connect directly with the wisdom that is held in the stars. So to connect, imagine yourself in a wide open space under a night sky filled with stars. Say, Horus, cosmic sky guardian, thank you for activating my soul star chakra so that I can remember on a soul level. Yeah, you're trying to remember who you are on a soul level, going back many, many lifetimes. It makes the fact that you got mastery in everything that I described before, and you have connections to Atlantis and Lemuria. It makes sense. You possibly were given this lifetime to really learn how to really master hone your craft and ascend higher. You might want to look into researching the background of Atlantis and Lemuria, both ancient civilizations where there were beings that were ascended masters, really developed strong telepathic and spiritual gifts and energies that they use to move themselves forward as a civilization. And unfortunately, both civilizations ended in cataclysm. There's a cataclysmic event that destroyed both cities. Atlantis descended into the ocean. Lemuria, I don't quite remember, possibly the same. And those who survived ascended and became part of the highest white light and moved forward. For many of those, you could have possibly been one of those. Maybe you didn't descend as high enough and you were lost in the cataclysm. And so now this is your opportunity to kind of come back, revisit everything, and to get to where you need to be on a spiritual level. So the message: through your previous journeys, you have learned much about the inner workings of your soul and about the cycles of karma. Before this incarnation, you set a powerful intention to remember your divine origins. At this point, you are in a powerful space. For you are remembering who you truly are, and you know that you have it within you to make a great difference in your own life, the lives of those you love, and of course the world. This remembering is in alignment with the soul contracts you made before coming to this realm. If you find yourself worrying if you are making the right decisions, know that even if you aren't conscious of it all that you have chosen so far is in accordance with your soul's evolutionary plan. And when you draw this gateway, you're opening up on higher levels. Yeah, so you're exactly where you're meant to be at this time. And if you feel like you're not certain as to what you've been doing up until this time has been correct, or you're going about it the right way, Spirit is saying you're doing exactly what you've been needing to do. You're exactly where you need to be at this time. You just have some blockages to clear up, like I said, and you need to do what you can to heal and to focus. But other than that, like I said, you're at the beginning stages of unlocking this gift. And it's just going to take time to really truly remember who you are today, who you were back then, and all of the inner knowledge and wisdom of your craft moving forward. So this is just, yeah, this has been such a powerful, very, very powerful message. Pile number one. Like, I'm so glad that you are here and I was able to give this message to you. Let's end it now with a I want to pull a, actually let's do this. I'm going to pull a card from the Sacred Light Oracle, from the Ascension cards for the Spiritual Seeker, and see what the Ascended Masters have to say about you and your journey. just a last little piece of advice on, you know, encouraging you to move forward. Okay. Come through. Ascendant Masters, what advice or guidance do you have for pile number 1 as they move on their way? Thank you. 1 card, please. Back of the deck. Oh my god, this is further confirmation. Past life, yeah. Cultural experience, it is behind you. Regression. Past, you might want to look into past life regression, or that's pretty much what you're going through now as you're trying to remember who you were from the past. Number 13, again, further confirmation of those energy blockages that I was mentioning. You've got energy attachments, energy exchange, negative influences, and self-sabotage. You could be self-sabotaging yourself at this time. Basically, that's why Spirit is, continues to reiterate the fact that you have to sit down and understand and focus and hone in on what or who is it that you might possibly need to step away from or to cut the ether cords with at this time, in order for you to, you know, declutter and kind of release yourself from these negative influences or attachments and energy exchanges that are really not for your highest good. And make sure that you're not so caught up in your fear and your misunderstanding of your gift and your frustration as you're going through and you're practicing, that you somehow self-sabotage yourself by, you know, quitting or not being disciplined and focused. So just be mindful of that. Number 13 could be very significant for you. Breaks down to a 4. You could be seeing 444, which is a message that your angels and your masters are around you at that time. So, all right. That is all that I have for you, pile number 1. I hope that you enjoyed this message and this really resonates for you. And I wish you all the best of luck on your journey in fully unlocking and understanding your spiritual superpower. All right. Now we're going to move on to pile number 2. So this is the I want to say this is the Celestite crystal. What I know about this crystal is it's very this is a very special crystal that helps you directly connect to your spiritual guides and your angels. So I take it here, pile number 2, that you might have a very powerful spiritual team. You might have particular guides around you at this time that have been trying to, they might have been sending you signs and synchronicities, trying to get your attention to tell you something. I just heard warning. It could be something that they're trying to protect you from, that you might not be seeing or understanding, or just trying to help guide you on your way. Somebody here has as their spirit guides, you do have an angel, as well as family members are guiding you. For some of you, it could be a grandmother, a great-grandmother. For others of you, it could be a great-grandfather, or your grandfather. For some of you, your grandmother and grandfather could be tag teaming to protect you at this time. So when one energy is pretty much exhausted trying to come through and communicate with you, you know, they might tap out and the other one taps in, just to make sure that the communication continues to flow. I'm also getting potentially an aunt or an uncle. Yeah. This crystal is just very, very highly potent when it comes to connecting to the higher spiritual realms. You could also be yourself a earth angel, pile number two. A star seed, a being, a light worker, a being of a light that you might be here because you feel like you never really belong here. Like this is not your, Earth is not your actual home. It's, you know, if you want to call it heaven or the astral spiritual plane. You have a family or group of light beings and workers that you are a part of, and you're sit here you are sent here to carry out some sort of particular mission. You're starting to understand that you could possibly be a light worker, a being who is meant to help raise the overall vibration of those around you and the planet as a whole. Definitely, I think you definitely could be a angel in the flesh, an earth angel. So Celestite, the source is Britain, Egypt, Mexico, Peru, Poland, Libya, Madagascar. Those regions or location could be significant to you. Now, this crystal is easily obtained, but it's quite expensive. So that tells me, yeah, you are a very special person, pile number two, someone who has a lot of value, not just in a physical sense, but in the 5D, your spiritual ranking is very high, and so and because of your mission, you have a strong, like I said, support system around you at this time. In my candle, I don't know if you can see this, but I have a candle that I lit for that's my Ascended Masters Angels candle. Has been really kind of burning quickly and spilling over. So definitely your angels are trying to get through to you to tell you something. So Celestite has high vibration. It's a teacher for the new age. It's imbued with divine energies. It takes you into the infinite peace of the spiritual and contacts the angelic realms. Yeah, you have direct contacts to the angelic realms. Jumpstarts the spiritual development, urges you toward enlightenment. It is a useful stone for stimulating clairvoyant communication. Dream recall and journeys out of the body. So I definitely get here, you might have a special ability to astral project without even realizing it. So if you are somebody that, even if you go to bed really early at night, but you find yourself waking up and you're still like ridiculously tired, you just feel bogged down, you feel like you've gone to battle and you went to war in your sleep, it's a high possibility that you have done that. So with dream recall, you could be some of you could be gifted dream interpreters or have very lucid dreams to where it's easy for you to recall them upon waking. I am hearing that you should possibly look into investing into maybe having like a dream journal to write down your dreams. Write down your dreams, and because there's something within your dreams, some sort of messages that are coming through that could be very significant, that can help guide you as you're moving forward. And you might be able to recall them for so long once you first wake up, but in order to make sure that you don't forget or lose anything, just having a journal that you quickly get up and immediately write down what you've seen or experienced in your dream state upon waking up could be very helpful for you. Especially also if you're seeing images, like if you're astral projecting while you're dreaming and you're seeing a lot of images and places that you're going, it could be very interesting and helpful to sit down and read over and see that if you keep all that in a dream journal. This crystal promotes purity of heart and attracts good fortune. It heals the aura and reveals truth. It's a stone that brings balance and alignment. The deep peace it holds assists in conflict resolution and maintaining a harmonious atmosphere in times of stress. It can help improve dysfunctional relationships by opening a space for peaceful negotiation. It's a creative stone, especially useful for the arts. Somebody here could love to draw, be a gifted drawer or gifted in like graphic design, possibly tattoo artistry, or I'm hearing calligraphy for some reason. That's very interesting. Or just anything to do with that's those sort of like written artistic forms you're very good at. And it's actually helping you to channel and raise your vibration higher. This stone also helps with sharpening the mind, worry, mental clarity, and fluent communication, analysis of complex ideas. From the third eye, it opens a connection to the universal energies. It brings a vision of peaceful coexistence with the whole of creation and holds the possibility of total harmony. Yeah. Also helps to resolve pain and bringing in love, releasing of toxins and disorders in the eyes, the ears, and brings it out at a cellular level. It also, because it's a blue crystal, it's an effective opener and healer of the throat chakra and its associated physical conditions. Some of you right now could be having issues with your throat chakra, feeling like it's blocked, feeling like there's something or someone that is trying to get you to shut up or not be open and honest with telling your story or delivering messages about what you're experiencing, which I do definitely feel like is part of your higher calling. It's something about you feel like you might be afraid to speak up, or just something is trying to keep you from speaking up or saying some sort of truth. But that could be the thing that spirit, your angels are trying to guide you to not do. Don't shut up. Don't shut down. Open up and speak. That is part of your purpose. That's what you're meant to do. And they're trying to help you with that. I'm definitely seeing a bright, okay, I'm seeing an image that it's like a bright, warm light peeking through the clouds, and I see like a staircase. I see beings descending down a staircase, beautiful big white wings. These could be your angels trying to come through. This could be a representation of you, your higher self. But let's take a look at I pulled 2 cards from the Nation of the Ancients Oracle to see what are your particular spiritual superpowers. So we have footprints, direction. Yeah. Oh wow, there's somewhere you're meant to go. Some sort of like footprints in the sand. These are the days of our lives. Wow. Somebody here could be enjoy soap operas, or perhaps you had a guardian that could have been a grandmother or someone else that used to watch Days of Our Lives or those type of soap operas, particularly on Saturday when they were here, when they were alive. That could be significant for someone. You can also see there's not just human footprints here, but also those of animals. You could be somebody that is really good at like animal tracking. Footprints kind of tell a lot about where someone is going, where someone has been. Yeah. Or perhaps also it could be you following in the footsteps of those who have come before you. Or there's somewhere in particular that you're meaning to go. Maybe there's an ancient place or a sacred place that your spirit team is trying to guide you towards, that you're meant to go there to find out some information or to do something. Also, I'm getting that you could be someone that is such a bright guiding light that you're able to effectively lead others, go with you wherever you're going. You're a leader, and you're influential not just to the beings on this earth in human form, but also those of animals. Wow. Let's look at the second card. We have spells, alchemy. Wow. We could have with the cauldron here and the looks like a herbal bag, the candles, spell. So you could be a natural. Somebody here could be a natural witch or a magician, or practices like medicine. Just you have the natural ability to manifest your heart's desire. Definitely, I'm getting a strong understanding of the law of attraction and how you can use that to kind of manipulate your reality and manifest things that really desire through your belief in spirit, and also help from your angels, your spiritual team. A powerful transmuter. Definitely am getting somebody who transmutes pain into power, or various other energies. You're able to take it, alchemize it, and shift it into something that's going to help you do something that you want to do, create something that you want to create. It's a natural tool for you. Spells and incantations. Be very, very mindful and careful of your thoughts as well as the words that you speak. Hearing the power of life and death is in the tongue. And that is for those of you who are, someone here could be a Christian or have that belief that, power of life and death really is in the tongue. And I get for you, even your mind, even your thoughts are powerful enough to change the course of your reality and also those of others. Okay? So be very, very careful of what you think and what it is that you speak. Make sure that you aren't manifesting something in that you don't want, or speaking things into existence that you might regret. Keep your vibration high and your thoughts pure and all of that, so you don't incidentally put something out there that could possibly harm yourself or someone else. This red energy here, I'm definitely getting like Scarlet Witch vibes. You could resonate with the Scarlet Witch, or you can really like that character. Or red is a color that's very, it could be your favorite color, something that's very, very significant for you. You could look really good in the color red. Red lipstick. I'm seeing rubies for some reason. That could be your birthstone. There's a lot of passion and desire within you. I'm hearing don't get distracted by don't get too distracted from your mission by the desires and by the desires and wants of the flesh, especially if you're an earth angel, and that makes sense. You could be currently caught up could be caught up in your passion for something or someone that is distracting you from your overall soul purpose, and spirit wants you to know that. And I said in the beginning, some sort of warning. There could be someone in particular that you are thinking about engaging with, that you're trying to manifest, or whatever, that's actually not of your highest good, that's going to distract you from your mission. And your angels and spirit guides are just trying to make you aware of, be cautious. and fully understanding of what it is that you desire. They're definitely trying to protect you from something. You could be somebody that um, over time, once you learn how to really master and hone your abilities, someone that actually end up through your use of alchemy, end up being someone that is very good at like creating candles or spells, potions, elixirs that you can go out, you can sell, you can give to others in order to help them be masters of their own reality. Be masters of their own beliefs, attract what it is that they want and that they desire into their world. Okay, so let's read about footprints here. Yeah. So it says here, you've been wondering which way in life you should go, and concerns regarding family, career, or life purpose have arisen. The answer is this: go towards that which brings you closer to the divine. Okay. Yeah. For this will show you the road to tread. You're definitely on a journey, pile number two. You're at the very beginning of it too. You're really looking at, you might be starting to see signs and synchronicities if you're going through a spiritual awakening, or a lot of like numbers or other things are resonating with you. Someone could be seeing white feathers. That's usually a sign that your guardian angels are around you, that they hear you and they protect you at this time. They're trying to help guide you as to where you should go and how you should move forward. Seek that which truly feeds your soul, for this will show you the road to tread. Be careful, however, to understand what this truly means. The ego has a wonderful way of tricking you into dreaming up get-rich-quick schemes. The truth is always consistent and loving. Step into your soul's knowing and focus on your heart's passion, talents, and interests. These clues will point you in the right direction. Yeah, so I mentioned, be careful about dealing with the person, but also it seems like here dealing with certain situations, career, jobs, pathways that I'm hearing that you need to. Pile number two, you can have issues with patience, and realizing that things take time. Sometimes some of the things that you're manifesting are quite huge, quite big, and you're wondering why it's not coming fast enough, why it's not coming quick as some of the other smaller things that you've done. That's because there's a need for you to be patient. Certain things take a little bit longer to manifest, and they might not necessarily come to you in the way that you initially planned or imagined. Like if you say, I'm trying to manifest being a multi-millionaire, obviously that's not something that's gonna happen overnight, right? Pile number two, that's something that is going to take not only belief in putting the energy out there, law of attraction and all that. You actually have to put in a lot of work in terms of working your way up the corporate ladder, networking, securing certain business deals, marketing yourself, putting yourself out there, creating something that you can go and patent and sell or whatever, utilize. Ooh, so I did mention you could possibly be very, very gifted in creating things that can help others bring in, attract what they want and manifest things into their reality. So if it's candles, if it's particular like crystal bracelets, or like I said, elixirs, potions, magic spells, you could actually be, like I said, somebody's here is a gifted witch or magician, or just your connection to your spirit team and your ancestors. Something about the history there puts you in a position where you have this gift to create things that can help others bring, and like I said, attract what it is that they desire, and manifest. For those who struggle to manifest on their own, you can transfer a lot of your energy into whatever these creations are to help others manifest. You help them manifest on their behalf, and you can actually turn that into a multi-million dollar corporation. But it like I said, it doesn't happen overnight. It has to start somewhere. You start small, and as your business starts to grow and you market yourself, you get yourself out there, year 5, 10, however many years go by, eventually you get big enough, you get recognized, you get big enough, you have a proven track record that what you put out there, the product that you produce works. It works very, very well, and I do get here that your angel team and the power that comes within, because you being an angel, your manifestation abilities and other things, your magic is more highly potent because of it. You're naturally able to do things that maybe others can't. You could really get to the point where you're so good at what you do, what you produce, people praise you, then bam, multi-million-dollar empire company. But that's going to take years, right, to manifest something that big. But that's just an example, okay? Not to say that that's what you're doing, but Spirit mentioned get rich quick schemes. Don't think that you're just going to get things. I mean, even if you're a rapid manifestor, things are not necessarily going to change immediately overnight. It's I gotta have it quick. I gotta have it now. I gotta have it. That's your ego talking. Be careful of that. Here's an incantation for you. For footprint. So, should I go here? Perhaps do that. Be a parent, an artist, a big fat cat. Ego, no, it's not your say. Divine guidance will show the way. So your spirit team here is trying to divinely guide you to where you are, the pathway that you're meant to take, that you're actually destined to take, and not necessarily where your ego is trying to send you. Okay, and it has something to do here with spells and alchemy. Other meanings, don't let anyone push you off your chosen path. Like I said, I mentioned someone here, there's someone around you, pile number 2, that's potentially distracting you or could distract you if you're not careful or something. But it says anyone, so it's definitely a person. Don't let anyone push you off your chosen path. You have an important decision to make. Always choose the road of peace and happiness. Release lack mentality. Listen to your inner guidance. You are on the right path. So there's definitely some doubt, not trusting yourself, not trusting your abilities, not wherever you feel like spirit is sending you. It's just like, am I really going the right way? Am I really getting guidance from spirit? Do those signs and synchronicities really mean what I think they mean? And they're saying here that yes, they do. You are on the right path. The whole get rich quick schemes go back to, a lack mentality. It's like, I gotta have, and I gotta have it now. Slow down, practice patience, and realize and focus on what is truly important in terms of your overall purpose and what you're meant to do. Footprints reveal members of all the ancient tribes knew animal footprints would lead them to water and food sources. In ancient Rome, people were tried by the test of walking a fine line drawn in the earth. If they missed the line, they were classed as guilty and sentenced to death. Wow. I don't know why again, warning. I feel like you guys are treading. Is there some sort of life and death situation here? You're drawing a fine line between your destiny and something else. Somebody is distracting you. They could possibly seriously harm you if you're not careful, knock you off your path. And like you see this, my candle is going crazy. You see it dripping like ridiculously right now. Spirit is really trying to, yeah, this is a warning for someone. Don't get caught up in, don't allow your ego to get you caught up in something that's going to seriously harm you or knock you off of your destined path. There's some sort of birthright you have here that's going to lead to a lot, very, very deep spiritual fulfillment in abundance. I'm definitely getting that. And it's even further clarified on the back of the deck. Look what we have here. Abundance. Coins. Focus on your coins. And we got wishbone affirmation. A wish is going to be granted. You guys, highly abundant. Not even in a monetary sense, but just like spiritually, your heart and your mind are pure, and you can pretty much have whatever you want as long as it's with of the highest good, not harming you or anyone else. Yeah. I'm hearing stay the course. Stay the course. Spirit will continue to guide you. Let's look at spells and alchemy. Oh man, something you hold dear, a relationship, a job, an interest, an object, or even yourself will transform you mysteriously into something even more precious to you. Wow, yeah. So I'm getting this. There's definitely something around here, around you. Maybe the person is. I'm getting heavily relationship vibes. There's a lot of passion and sensuality and sexual chemistry around whoever this person is. This relationship is. I feel like, okay, so stay with me. I feel like something could have happened recently, a relationship between you and a particular person, be it male or female, whatever energy, non-binary. Somebody came into your life and you might have been questioning why this person, why you crossed paths with this person. I get that possibly the relationship didn't work out, or it's just in a weird state to where you are trying to understand why things did or didn't work out in your favor, especially if you try to manifest. I get that for some of you try to manifest this person, this relationship, or whatever to work out, and it's just like not to say that it's not going to work out. Perhaps you and this person are meant to be together at some point in the future. But right now, it's just not a good time. It's just not meant to be. It could possibly be that maybe it's not meant to be in this lifetime at all, but another lifetime. But that's for you to figure out over time. But it is not necessarily you being with this person was the purpose of y'all crossing paths or you being on this journey. This person actually unlocked something within you that possibly could have been buried, that your angels, your ancestors, whoever were trying to guide you to do or see. And it's almost like it took the pain or whatever happened with this person for you to separation from this person, for you to wake up and start to unlock that natural talent, those creative abilities, those gifts. Like, your person was a catalyst. A catalyst to jumpstart this change. You might have had some of this ability before, but you had no idea who you were and the power and everything that you possessed and what you were capable of. So this person came in your life, shook up your whole life, and their purpose was they're there to help you, to help wake you up and help you to see who you are. You're very powerful, pile number 2. Yeah. They're a catalyst, a transformation mysteriously into something even more precious. The spell card indicates that you are starting to discover the possibilities, the art of transformation offers you possibilities you hadn't even realized were out there. As you learn more, you will find your needs change and a kind of evolution takes place where you find you desire only what is best for you. You have the Midas touch. Yeah, you, man, somebody here is going to come up on some coins, some serious coinage. You definitely have a Midas touch. Everything you touch turns to gold. You are, right now, your standards and expectations become so pure that whatever you touch turns to metaphoric gold. Like, you will be supported in gaining a new sense of self-worth, which will draw all that you desire, all that you deserve and desire directly to you. Yeah, let me say this. I don't mean to laugh, but I just picked up on something. My spirit team just told me something really, really funny. For some of you, this person came into your life and might have done something to you thinking that they were going to stop you, stall you, try to knock you down. For some, I'm hearing try to knock you down a level. Maybe you thought too highly of yourself. And you met this person and they saw that you started to sin. And they purposely could have broke your heart or did something else. Or something about this relationship was a distraction to where it's like you almost lost yourself in this person. And it got you off of your path that you were already going down. And it like halted and stalled your growth, your abilities. Like it's like you could have possibly spent at least 2 to 4 years in a state where you didn't really understand exactly who you were, just how powerful your abilities were, because you were so caught up in this relationship, or if for some of you, if it's not a relationship, it could have been a job or interest or something else that you were so focused on to where you lost yourself. You got off of your path and you weren't as tapped in as you could have been, but shit, now you are. This person, this whole experience has woken you all the way up, and you're just you haven't even really fully unlocked everything. You're just at the very surface of your abilities. If you started to really manifest well in your life, like getting certain jobs that you want, calling in your soul tribe, things like that, and you think that's something, you haven't seen anything yet. For some of you, something huge is coming. I can feel it. I'm feeling nervous right now. I feel like the hairs are standing up on my neck. Like, you are like, oh my goodness. Somebody here is meant to be a star. I've been picking up on this energy for quite some time in other readings. Somebody here is going to do something or meant to be out in the public eye. So everyone's gonna, eventually at some point in your life, everyone's going to know your name. You're going to do something or be the face that's going to change the course of the world. I can't. Unfortunately, Spirit is not going to give me details as to exactly what that is. I'm hearing it's a surprise. They're guiding you towards it. I think you can feel it. You might have an inkling, you can feel that something's coming, but you might be currently frustrated, possibly down, possibly dealing with some depression, wondering why is it not coming? I feel it's coming. I'm getting signs and synchronicities, but it's still not here. Every day goes by. I'm still having to wait. I'm still having to, like, where is it? How much longer do I have to wait? How many more years? I don't even get that it's going to be a whole lot of time. It's there. Spirit just needs you to continue to believe and continue to press forward. I'm hearing, don't give up. Don't give up now. You're almost there. You're almost at the tail end. Do not give up. It is coming. I'm seeing the 10 of Wands in my mind's eye. That is someone who's very burdened, overwhelmed, but they're at the very, very end of whatever this journey is. And then I'm seeing the World card. success, joy, fulfillment, ultra accomplishment, center stage in front of the world. This, I mean, this is huge. I do get, again, ego, be patient, follow your intuition, stop doubting it, stop ignoring the signs of synchronicities, stop questioning whether or not spirit is talking to you, if your angels are really there, if what you're seeing is true. Believe it is. You have to believe. You have to continue to believe. And again, whatever this relationship, this person, whatever this is, I get that still might be distracting you, and that is why that is actually delaying and slowing down the process. Okay, that's what it is. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, there's still some sort of distraction that you need to get rid of, or just yeah. So let's recite the incantation. So we have Hubble Bubble stirring well, transforming all by my spell, changing, growing hour by hour. Behold the alchemical power. Wow, I love that. Other divinatory meanings. This is the time of great transformation. All is turning out beautifully. You have the power to change a situation. So if you're going through something with a person, maybe y'all in separation or things went really badly, whatever, you really, honestly, I'm hearing Spirit says if you really do truly want this person, you want them in your life, you can have them. But you have to be 100% clear and pure in your thoughts, and tell the universe, put it out there that you actually definitely want this person. Right now, I get for some of you, you're on the fence. You're going back and forth. You don't really know. If you want, you can have anything that you desire. That's just how much power that you have to turn a situation around in your favor. So if that's really what you want, you can have them. Just, I think that spirit right now might be, for some of you, you could be blocked or shielded from this person because how do I say this? I don't care how much you love someone, you desire, you want someone. You don't want to be in a position where you are so overly consumed in your person, in a person, that you lose yourself. You stop chasing your dreams. You stop believing in your destiny, or do what it is that you were sent here, you reincarnated to do, because you're so busy chasing and wanting this person. I mean, honestly, like I said, Spirit saying if you really want this person, you can have them. It's just going to take time. It's going to take a lot of energy, but maybe now is not the time to be focusing on this person, because y'all both have things that you need to do and you need to work on. Finish your transformation, master your craft, go in the direction that you're meant to go in, and then eventually get to the point where you can manifest this person back in. But anyway, enough about that person, you. So there's a need to really study, sit down, practice your spell work, your manifestations. Spells reveal. Using spells, you can divine secrets from long ago, look into your destiny, or find things that have been or lost. You can also block unwanted energy and keep it from affecting you. Yeah, you can create protection candles, protection spells, protect yourself as well as others. By combining intention, herbs, magical tools, and crystals, potions, along with magical skills and abilities, you can awaken to the esoteric knowledge of this ancient art. Wow, yeah. Somebody here is a witch or a magician or a wizard. Whatever it is that you, or a magical practitioner, whatever it is you want to call yourself. Somebody might be well versed in chaos magic, or that could be a particular tradition or something that you're interested in. Or some people like to argue and say that technically all magic is chaos. So chaos magic isn't really necessarily a path, but it actually is if you do your research. There's a community of people that practice in the art of chaos magic. I happen to be one of them. So yeah, that's why I'm getting the Scarlet Witch vibes. Like that's just it's just a very, very beautiful, powerful energy, pile number two. You are meant to have the finer things in life, a lot of abundance. Also, someone that I'm hearing when you do get access to not just like in a spiritual sense, like financially, you get access to this. Please do what you can to share with others. Beware of greed and overinflated ego. Okay, I mean that is just wow. Pile number two. I am loving this. Okay, I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna pull some cards from the Gateway. What is this? The Gateway of Light Activation Oracle to get some additional insight from Spirit as to how can you continue to hone in and activate these gifts and abilities from a standpoint of light. Okay, I'm also hearing this. For some of you, there is a need to have an understanding and balance of both the light and the dark. You could be very, very a person of light, but there's a need to, every once in a while, it's okay for you to tap into and at least understand the shadow aspects of yourself, or even understand the shadow and the dark arts, because there are entities, people out there who practice outside of the light, that in order for you to truly protect yourselves from that type of magic, those type of entities, beings, all that, you have to be well versed, study and understand them. It's kind of like if you remember, if you've seen the movie Doctor Strange, in the beginning where you have the battle between the Sorcerer Supreme and the group that had banded together around her prodigy, her apprentice, who had stolen a spell from one of the ancients' books, right? And in order to really activate and utilize the magic, there's a need to connect with and make a sacrifice to, or bargain with Dormammu. But anyway, in the beginning, seeing the battle between the two, the Sorcerer Supreme appears and she starts to tap into darker energies that enable her to really further control the 3D realm, manipulate the elements on a very high natural level. And one of the things that her apprentice says to her face is hypocrite. He yells hypocrite. Basically, she had spent a lot of time trying to discourage him from getting involved in the darker arts and keep him away from it, I guess, a lot because of his pride and ego, and she knew what he was capable of, that he was not going to use it for, wasn't going to use it for good, or had the mindset to really control or acknowledge what he was getting into. It could potentially really harm the planet. And the only way that she is able to really be able to protect and guard herself and her students and everyone else on the planet from that particular danger is she had to actually study, understand those darker arts, and be able to use it, which she did in order to sort of, what am I looking for? Counteract or be able to dispel that energy. And she was called out as a hypocrite for it. But it's just like, everyone has a light and a shadow side. You have to have a balance, a mixture of both. And it's very wise for you to understand how your potential enemies move, react, what they're into. Not to say that you should be necessarily using it and practicing it, but sometimes we can be all love and light, but sometimes there are darker aspects of us that are actually there to help sort of offset and balance things out. We might have to use it for the sake of protecting ourselves and others. You at least should know, and understand the capabilities when it comes to like the darker side of things, if that makes sense. I hope I'm making sense with this. But yeah, do your shadow work, understand the shadow aspects of yourself, and try to find a fine balance between your light and your darker self. Spirit, what other messages do you want to give the collective on pile number 2? Well, since I said collective, it could be many people here from my collective who resonate with pile number 2. Give me more on how to properly activate these energies within. All right, we got 2 cards on the back of the deck. We have the Sword of Light. Oh wow. Divine protection. Quartz cut, breakthrough energy. Yeah. So if there's something that has been tying you down as of recently, Spirit is stepping through to say you have a direct connection with the angels in the higher realms. You have a very, very high ranking. You are highly, highly favored, highly blessed, and protected. All you have to do is call out to your angels, your ascended masters, those above. They'll hear you and they will answer the call. Strong divine protection. Whatever etheric cords were tying you between this person or other energies that were negative, Spirit saying the cords have been cut, and you're coming up upon a breakthrough. This reminds me of the Ace of Swords and the tarot deck. Ace of Swords is all about breakthroughs, new beginnings, truth, clarity. We have crown chakra upgrade. Wow. Divine connection, holy experiences, miraculous energy. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, y'all. I get so excited when my intuition is on point and I know that the message is coming through, or this is exactly what you need to hear, what Spirit is trying to say. Yeah. You have a strong divine connection with this dove here. Birds could be significant for you. There's definitely a message that the angel realm is trying to send you. They're activating your crown chakra at this time. So heightening your psychic abilities, your insight, your clairaudience, clairvoyance, divine connection. You're going to start. If you feel like things have been very, very slow recently, you've been frustrated, sad. I'm seeing a lot of tears, a lot of crying, and just feeling like, what happened? Why are my manifestations not going anywhere? Why are they not moving forward? Look at my candle. There's a lot of energy at work right now. Spirit is really trying to talk to you. The angels are here. You have a direct connection with the divine, and you're going to start seeing you're going to start having holy experiences, miracles, a lot of miracle like energy around you. I mean, I can feel the power right now. Like it's You have no idea. You have absolutely no idea, pile number 2, just how freaking powerful you are. But you're about to find out. You're about to really start seeing it. If you doubt and you're untrusting of your abilities and your connection to source, spirit is really about to show up and really about to show you something. It might damn near scare you. The crown chakra is the energy center found at the top of the head, often symbolized by a 1,000-petaled lotus. It governs our connection to wisdom, both internal and that of source. Opening the crown chakra represents connecting deeply with the heart of source, drawing down inspiration and insight. This card transports us to a sacred hall with pillars representing the divine connections to source, and the gateway that is guarded by a white dove, symbolizing the Holy Spirit. Wow. Yeah, somebody here could be a Christian or believe in the Holy Bible and a connection with the Holy Spirit, which is like through this connection with the Holy Spirit of God, you get access. The Holy Spirit gives you access to deep divine knowledge, understanding, foresight, help you to really get a discernment and clarity. It may seem as though this is another realm or dimension, ultimately is found within. We are all facets of Holy Spirit incarnate. This card calls us home to ourselves, encouraging us to claim our divinity. Wow. You're a Holy Spirit incarnate. No wonder you're so powerful. The Holy Spirit is within you. Connect. Visualize the crown of your head opening up and bursting with infinite, clear, and rainbow light. Send a signal from your crown up into the heart of heaven. Visualize streams of consciousness pouring into you. Listen deeply. Your message. Your crown chakra has been upgraded. The spiritual connections you have always had are now being acknowledged. The parts of yourself that you have run from or ignored are being reclaimed. This is an important time. You are uncovering gifts and wisdom and moving through healing. You may have experienced moments that have tested your faith and your belief in the divine. Definitely, like I said, you might be struggling with belief because of things that have happened to you recently. But it's saying you may have experienced moments that have tested your faith and your belief in the divine. Know that it's okay and no grievances are being held against you. Spirit is not. I see here some of you might have cried out to spirit. You might have been angry. You might have been. I just went through this today. Like what is going on? Know that it's not being held against you. They understand. You're going through an upgrade, babe. The Holy Spirit is with you and within you. This is a coming home to your truest self. You're also being encouraged to prepare yourself for miracles. Something big. You're about to be blessed. Oh my God. There's something. I'm sorry. The energy I'm feeling. I'm getting so excited. Like, I don't know what's coming for you, but then when this comes, if you didn't believe before, you really are going to believe. Like, you're just gonna. I don't think you're ever gonna doubt your intuition or spirit ever again. You're all expect to experience wonder and blessings, for you are being surrounded by healing light. Divine encounters and holy experiences are happening around you. If you have had a challenging relationship with spirituality or religion in the past, this has now been healed and you can move forward in an authentic way, experiencing the divine on a personal level and beyond the limitation of unnecessary dogma. You are connected. So even if you're not deeply religious or you're not tied to religion or whatever, it's you're on a pathway where you're deeply connected to the divine on a personal level, outside of all of the 3D social constructs and like I said, the religious dogma that ties you down in unnecessary tradition, rules, and regulations in order to connect to spirit. No, you have a direct connection to spirit already. And all the other stuff is really not necessary. Not to speak against it. You know, if you're religious, be proud and continue to practice your religion. Just know that you're already directly tapped in the source, so you really don't need to worry or focus on that as much. And then we have this is a beautiful card, Chamber of the Violet Flame. Karmic release, radical transformation. Yeah, you're releasing some karma, some karmic debt. The violet flame is a spiritual retreat space that holds a powerful energy of transformation and transmutation. It can be visited in meditation and invoked through prayer and affirmation. Spiritually, it is seen within a chamber, often as a giant roaring flame, and sometimes with silver and gold shining through the violet. You can have violet, could be your favorite color, or something significant about purple. Wear purple. Also silver and gold. So purple and gold, I believe, are colors of royalty. You can ascend from angelic royalty, actually. Silver, I'm hearing wear silver in violet. When we connect with the violet flame, we are being given the opportunity to detach from lower vibrational experiences and turn darkness into light. You have the power to turn darkness into light because you're an alchemist. That makes so much sense, right? Ultimately, this is the gateway of alchemy. Wow. That is crazy. Alchemy's right there. Like, oh, yeah. Alchemy is the art of turning lead into gold. And so from an energetic perspective, the violet flame is where we place all that is leaden and heavy in our life and turn it into a golden opportunity. Yeah, you're taking all the pain, all the negativity, all the darkness, turning that into light and into power. So connect. Visualize a fiery violet light streaming down from the heavens and washing over your entire life. Set the intention that you are willing to transmute all fear and experience light once more. There's a lot of fear and negativity and pain from the past that you need to let go. And Spirit is here to try to help you do that. You might have recently called out and said, please help me. I feel like I'm struggling. I don't know the way to go. I don't understand why I'm in so much pain, why I'm having these feelings. This is your answer here. Your message. When you receive this card, know that the violet flame of transformation has been brought to you by your angels and guides. They are encouraging you to see that you are in a space of radical transformation. Transformation can be overwhelming, but know the hand of the divine is leading the way. All past trauma, oh my God, this is just getting too deep. I just said that. All past trauma is now being cleared from your energy. Stay focused on releasing all the energies that are no longer serving you. The violet flame is here to transmute fear into love. If any fear is rising up inside of you now, know that it's simply a call for love. Call in the strongest form of love you know and allow those in your inner circle to support you through this transformational time. You are an alchemist with the capacity to take all the leaden aspects of your life and turn them into golden opportunities. You can align your life with the divine plan now and live in a more purposeful way. Wow, I'm beyond words. I am beyond words right now. This is just, oh, Spirit is helping you clear away this negative energy, clear up what's no longer serving you, put you in a position of power where you're not necessarily attracting those back into your life, and placing you back on your journey. Something is about to happen. You're about to be so blessed. I definitely feel like it's going to happen this summer. Something is about to pop off. Something that you've been wanting and asking for a long time. A new journey that's going to be big is about to start. All right. Wow. I actually need to take a little break. The energy that I tapped into is a strong energy. Paul number 2. Y'all, that is very strong energy. It's beautiful, but it's a little overwhelming. So let me quickly I'm gonna pull one final card from this deck. The Sacred Light Oracle Ascension cards for the spiritual seeker. So any messages from your ascended masters or divine that you need to know at this time to just encourage you to continue to move forward on this journey in this process. One card, Spirit. One final message for pile number 2. is. Back of the deck. Oh, I've actually never seen this card. I had this. Ooh, somebody here could be pregnant. This woman's pregnant. And amethyst crystals could be very significant here. Crystal Kingdom, number 10. Slowing down materialism, psychic debris. Yeah, you're definitely clearing out a lot of psychic debris here. With the karmic, further clarify with the karmic release and letting go of some things. There's a need to slow down. You could be overworking yourself and doing too much at this time. Also be care of materialism, and then behind that, cosmic wave, number 9, new friendships, preparation, custodians. You got new people, new love, a lot of things coming in, and it's all directly tied to this miracle, this new pathway that's opening up. So your main card is 14, energy medicine, sensuality, devotion, celestial fertility. Wow. Deep rest. There's a need for you to rest, and it's okay to take a break every once in a while. And celestial, again, celestite, celestial fertility, you're very, very, very fertile. I'm not just talking about from a pregnancy standpoint. Oh, I did see that the woman was pregnant on the car. Somebody here is pregnant, either already pregnant and you don't know it, but you do now, or you're getting ready to get pregnant if you've been wishing to get pregnant. Otherwise, you're very highly fertile in terms of your God-given gifts and abilities. There's a need to continue to devote yourself to spirit, and then there's something very healing about your sensuality and connection with your senses. Also, some very powerful sexual energy. That could be why this other person is so drawn to you, wants to connect with you, you with them. Energy medicine, often used to describe healing actions of light-based energy, the direction of flow of kundalini, and the interaction of living light energy within the human body. Yeah, you could be going through a kundalini awakening. So different forms of energy medicine are Reiki, Tantra, Tantric sex, I just heard, healing sex, yoga. Something about your sex is very healing, pile number 2. TMI, but I had to say it. Different forms of medicine, homeopathic, Reiki, I said yoga, fall upon methods of spiritual energetic practice. Unbound by time and space, energy medicine can address any issue from any time in your life that requires balance and division. So yeah, it could be some things that you're clearing. This karmic release is definitely past life, things that you're still that are spilling over into this life that you're trying to clear up so you can really move forward, really resolve it. The woman on this card, this is the goddess Master Parvati. She's a Hindu goddess. You can be of Indian descent or just resonate with that culture. She asks you to relax and fall into your creative and sensual self. Focus on your creative abilities, which was born from the sacred fire. Oh my God, look, sacred fire, the violet flame. This is, oh my God, this is too much. Deep rest can be found when you surrender your energy to mountainous places, the birthplace Parvati. So that goes back to you going somewhere. Perhaps there's some sort of place involving the mountains you're meant to go that's going to help you connect deeper. And this divine manifestation of divine feminine brings fertile energy that will nurture any seeds you have planted. Yeah, that's a goddess Midas touch. It does, definitely we can have a part number 2 could be a divine feminine. You don't have to be a woman. Anyone can embody that. Whether you're male or female, you can embody the divine feminine energy. Celestial sounds combined with divine devotion will produce fertile gardens for you to plant seeds for any outcome your heart desires. Yeah, you have the power to have anything that you want, pile number 2. As long as you're in service with spirit, connecting with your celestial, your bloodline, your team, and tap into that fertile energy and do what you can to help it grow, you can have anything that your heart desires. And give it time to grow with positive energy. Wow, yeah. Oh, pile number 2. This is what I have for you. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. And please let me know in the comment section below if it does. I'm so excited to hear about what it is that's coming for you. These miracles. Like this is an awesome reading. Thank you so much, pile number 2. And all right. Thank you so much. I had to take a little break. The last 2 piles have been lots of great energy, but very highly powerful and potent. It is a little draining, and I just take some time to kind of clear myself a little bit. Excuse me, I need to take a little drink here. All right, pile number 3. You're here. You've chosen the Selenite heart. Selenite is a highly protected stone, good for grounding and clearing of energy, especially repelling negative energy. It's just something very, very clean and almost very angelic about selenite in general. It's also in its pure form. You have to actually be careful with it because it's very, very delicate and can fall apart pretty easily if you don't take good care of it. It's almost like it kind of reminds me of salt. Kind of. It's I love the shimmer that this makes. There's a wave of light. I just heard SOS. Someone here could be calling out for help in regards to their heart chakra. Someone could like the song I'm hearing the song SOS, Please Somebody Help Me by Rihanna. You could really admire Rihanna, have embody a lot of her characteristics and qualities. Let's read a little bit more about selenite as a crystal. I always like to hold this crystal when I am trying to clear up some blockages, especially in regards to, just the heart and whatnot. So, source for this is United States, Mexico, Russia, Austria, Greece, Poland, Germany, France, and England. Those places could be significant to you. It's a translucent stone when it's in this white form. It also comes in other. I think that drop was significant. Somebody might be feeling like their heart dropped, their heart has sunk in something. You could be dealing with some heartbreak, and you are here to heal it. This particular selenite has a very fine vibration and brings clarity of the mind, opening the crown and the higher crown chakras, accessing angelic consciousness and higher guidance. It is a link to the light body, helping to anchor it in the earth vibration. It's a calm stone, instills deep peace, and is excellent for meditation and spiritual work. Telepathy is enhanced by each person holding a piece of pure vibration selenite. Yeah. It has an ethereal quality and is said to inhibit the place between light and matter. It's an ancient stone. It is nevertheless one of the most powerful crystals for the new vibration on Earth. It can be used to form a protective grid around a house, as I was saying before, creating a space and a safe and quiet space that does not allow outside influences in. Used internally in the corners of the house, a large piece of selenite placed in a house ensures a peaceful atmosphere. Selenite wand. I have a selenite wand here. That's just how much I love this crystal. A selenite wand. Where was I at? I lost my place. Okay. Selenite wands can be used to detach entities from the aura or for preventing anything external from influencing the mind. So you might see other, like, if you watch other tarot readers, like, for example, one of my favorites is Jalissa. She has her own selenite wands that she sells in her shop that she uses to help with her channeling. Not that she needs it. She's a phenomenal channeler. But I see other folks using it as well. It basically helps to, anything negative or something that could possibly clutter up the messages coming through or influence the mind. This kind of helps protect against that. Yeah, psychologically, it's just with judgment and insight. Mentally, it clears confusion and aids in seeing the deeper picture. It brings about a conscious understanding of what has been occurring at the subconscious level. It is a powerful disperser and stabilizer for erratic emotions. Yeah. This is a badass crystal. I love it so much. Love, 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 love. Yeah. It's definitely something going on with your heart that you're trying to protect or need to protect your heart at this time. So let's take a look at your what are your pile number 3, what are your spiritual superpowers or gifts that you may or may not be aware of. So we have tarot god. Oh my god. Someone here is a tarot reader, or you should be. You're well versed and gifted in tarot. You get guidance from tarot, or you could possibly use tarot to provide guidance to others. Yeah. Someone here is very gifted at reading and could be a very powerful oracle. I am getting that there is a be careful not to overindulge in tarot or to abuse it. Number one, you don't want to overextend yourself and your abilities and get to the point where you're so overly drained from having done and read it so much that you start to get confused, and being tired and mentally drained can really kind of affect the way that you read. Or you might find yourself, some days things are coming through very, very clear. Other days it's like you look at the cards and you can't read, you can't channel, you can't do anything. That's possibly because you're tired, or that there's a message that you're trying to get that you're not meant to get at that time. It's meant to be unknown. It's just not a good time to channel, and you just need to leave it alone. Or get you a selenite heart or wand to help kind of further clear that up. But yeah, tarot, wow, guidance. What else? Thunder and lightning, power. Woo-wee. I'm seeing Thor. Somebody here could like the character Thor, resonate with it. I'm seeing Lady Thor. Could definitely be dealing with the feminine energy here. Also, you could be somebody who resonates with or loves and connects with storms. There's something about lightning in particular that draws you in. You can actually get a lot of power from it. Let's see, what else do we have in this card? We have Pentacles. The Pentacles are very prominent. So there's something about in regards to tarot. Maybe you could be an influencer. You could have a YouTube channel. You could just read tarot as part of a business or on the side. Do personal readings. This could actually lead to a great deal of abundance for you. I'm seeing a staff here. Something about stability. And to guide others. Yeah, you're definitely meant to use this this tool, your power of divination, to guide others. And tarot is not a, so I want to say this, a lot of people might come to a tarot reader or use tarot to get specific answers as to exactly what's going to happen in the future, or, you know, what do you need to be aware of and all of that, not realizing that it's not, it's not a 100% prediction of exactly what's going to happen. It's just a reading of the current energies and potentially what could come out of it. It's really supposed to be used as a guide to help you know how to navigate and move forward, not a step-by-step, this is exactly what's happening to the T. I mean, I don't think Spirit will want you to know exactly what's going to happen before it's going to happen. The 100% no, because you'll get so addicted that you're going to constantly go to tarot every day for every little thing, and you're so caught up on the tarot trying to get guidance from that and understand exactly how your life's going to play out instead of actually just living it, if that makes sense. So that's definitely something to be aware of. Also, I mentioned being careful about there's a lot of truth and clarity that could come out of tarot, but also realize that energy, the energies are always subject to change, especially when you're reading for about a particular person. Free will, they have free will, so things might not always work out the way that it comes out in the cards. That's because energy is constantly it's changing, and folks have free will. So just because the current energy says that, yeah, this person is coming towards you, they're going to give you a message, blah, 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 that could be the energy of that day. That person could turn back around, get spooked, and decide that they can't call you for whatever reason, or there's going to be delays because, you know, they use their free will to change their mind, for example. There's also a warning to be careful about abusing tarot to spy on someone or to look into their life or to get information about people, places, or things that you necessarily shouldn't really be focused on or getting into, because it's, you know, think of it as like spiritual invasion of privacy. There's certain things that you're just not meant to know. This is meant to be a tool to guide you to on your journey to find a higher purpose. If you do inquire about somebody, let it be because, you know, it could be something that particularly is blocking you on your path, or just something you're confused about, or strong energies that you need to be aware of that just so happen to come up in tarot, but don't necessarily use it to constantly check on or spy on someone. It's spiritual invasion of privacy. You don't need to be digging into and looking into someone's life like that. Also be aware that a lot of people are out here highly protected, and there are things that, their spiritual team does not want you to see or know about. So be careful about going to readers, inquiring about someone, thinking that you've gotten all that you need to know about what's currently going on with this person, only to figure out that a lot of what you're getting is your own projected energy coming out in the cards, or someone's spiritual team is specifically putting out details to confuse you, to throw you off. That's because this person has set up spiritual boundaries and protections to kind of keep you out of their life, keep you from 100% knowing what's going on. Like I said, privacy, okay? Because when they don't have that, there's a lot of juicy things that come out in readings that folks probably don't want you to know about, especially their hidden thoughts, desires. So just be mindful of that when you're practicing getting into tarot. So let me read a little bit about more of what this card is telling us. Let's see. I'm excited, a fellow tarot reader. Hey, how you doing? All right, so the tarot represents a life quest, and receiving this card lets you know you are being called to your own quest. It's time to leave the comfort of your everyday life and do the unexpected, which is, you see the prominent card on here is the Fool. The Fool is all about, taking a risk, usually a calculated risk, starting out on the journey, something new. You're at the beginning of the stages, young, naive, a brand new quest and journey, pathway that you're starting on. It's time to leave the comfort of your everyday life and do the unexpected. Don't play it safe. Instead, take up your sword and swashbuckle onward, daring to explore every avenue. But don't be fooled along the way, for appearances can be deceptive. Instead, trust in the guidance of the tarot, which will map possible pathways for your personal growth and insight, and will point you towards your very own holy grail. Once armed with this information, go seek adventure, and you will discover a you that you didn't imagine before. Yeah, that goes back to what I was saying. Tarot could be very useful for helping you to navigate on your pathway, in terms of being careful about going in the wrong direction, getting involved with the wrong people. Looks can be deceiving. And the thing about the Fool card is, it's like this person has their head held up high. They're unafraid to take risks and get out there and just do what they got to do. But there's a dog nipping at this person's leg saying, hey, be careful. You're about to walk right off the edge of a cliff. Tarot can help you kind of look out for those cliff hanging, cliff diving, or whatever. Keep you from going over the edge of a cliff that you might not necessarily see because you're so excited and focused on whatever this new journey is, or getting involved with someone who you possibly shouldn't be getting involved with, making a deal you possibly shouldn't make a deal with, things like that. So incantation here, recite this. And so I'll show no fear, no doubt. As guidance, answers seek me out. Consult I will the map of tarot to guide me beyond the straight and narrow. Other divinatory meanings. Time to leave your comfort zone. Your life mission awaits you. Learn the ancient art of reading tarot cards. Consult a tarot expert for guidance. An unexpected offer will be made. Ooh, you could be having an unexpected offer coming in, pile number 3. Could be a new job, an offer to start something. Could even be in a relationship. Could even be a relationship. Unexpected. is coming for you. I can't really pick up either way what it is exactly, but I think that's it's a mystery you're not meant to know, or else it wouldn't be unexpected, you know. If I told you, you would be expecting it, so I can't tell you. Spirit's not gonna reveal it to me anyway. Yeah, there's a life and mission that awaits you. Could be in regards to tarot, or divination in general. So tarot revealed, linked to various mystical traditions, including the Kabbalah and witchcraft. Tarot is a magical form of divination to those initiated into its meanings. When interpreted, this ancient arcana may evoke fear in those who do not comprehend the sacred tool. Holds keys to the alchemy of the mystics. Yeah. It's a very powerful tool, reading tarot, with the major and minor arcana. So quick crash course on tarot. I think they're, if I remember correctly, there are, was it 78 cards in a tarot deck? I want to say 78 cards in a tarot deck that are broken up into what's referred to as the minor and major arcana. Arcana is just like a secret or a mystery, some sort of hidden knowledge. Major arcana is really kind of like the big picture, what's going on at a higher spiritual level, things that are sometimes outside of your control in terms of where you're meant to go, what you're meant to do. The overall big picture in general as you're going on your journey. And the minor arcana is really kind of like what's going on in the day to day. In the now. Yeah. And then you also have, like, it's broken up too. So it's a major arcana, 22 cards, and then there's 56 in the minor arcana. And then the minor arcana is further broken up into like 4 different suites. You've got kind of like a regular card deck. So you've got wands, which represents the element of fire. So that's all about action, vision, creative energy, doing something, taking some sort of action. There's cups, which is, or chalices, that's water energy. It's all about emotions, relationship, intuitive abilities, spirituality, and that sort of connection there. Then you have pentacles, which you see here is okay, I see what this is. These are all of the different suites here. So like I said here, you have, this is a wand or staff. Wands, fire energy. You have the chalice, the cup, which is water. The pentacles are all about, so that is earth energy, and that's about to do with the physical, financial situations, home, like I said, physical, body, finances, anything that affects you on a physical sense. And then the last is swords. So that's air energy. Swords is all about the mind, the intellect, communication, clarity, insight. So that kind of helps you understand the different energies that you're tapping into. And then you've got your court cards, which is your kings, your queens, your knights, and your pages. Those are basically representative of different masculine and feminine energies you could possibly be dealing with within your life, younger and older. Typically, the older, more mature energies are your kings and your queens, and then your knights are really those who are the all about movement and doing something, taking some sort of action. And then your pages are the more younger, your pages or your princesses, the more younger energies. They're that also all that typically deal with communication and bringing of something. Yeah, so that's tarot. And all of this kind of just helps you figure out how to navigate through the day to day as well as overall your journey. And yeah, it holds a lot of ancient wisdom, a lot of insight that you and knowledge you can gain from using this tool, depending on how you interpret it. Definitely, you could be a gifted mystic. Sorry, my throat's really dry. You could be somebody that talks a lot or meant to be in a platform where you're talking a lot, giving guidance. Yeah, makes sense, right? With as I just talked through with the tarot. Yeah, so you could also just be a general reader of many things. I'm seeing tea leaves, possibly palmistry, you know, oracle cards in general, but definitely you should look into research and study and practice the tarot. You can get you a beginner's deck, kind of like, here's one I want to show you that I got off of Amazon, learning the tarot cards. I also have a book with all of the different various cards and kind of what they mean, and kind of go through. You should go through each day, maybe draw a card, look at it, visualize it, study it, tap into it, understand the meanings. The thing I like about the learning tarot cards is you can do your own spreads, and kind of like as you're going through laying out the cards, look at the different meanings and things on it to help you understand what they mean, what the different zodiacs and energies that they're connected to, the chakras, keywords, meaning. I mean, these are really nice cards. They have the traditional Rider-Waite images, and like you can draw a card for example, the Page of Swords. That's about it talks about, you know, delayed news, patience needed, ideas, inspiration, guarded. Sometimes it's referred to gossip, lots of talking, mental agility, all about them. Swords are like all about the mind, curiosity, wanting to know something. Having a card like this kind of helps you understand and really know what look at the images, and allow the visualizations to help you understand what message spirit is trying to relate to you through the cards, both intuitively as well as, you know, visually. And then just further clarifiers in terms of meaning and everything. Yeah, there's the Emperor here. You might be curious about somebody right now, possibly an older man or somebody that is or you could be, because the Page of Swords is also like almost like an apprentice, somebody that's studying something. You could be looking up to an older father figure, somebody that you really highly respect, a certain authority, or this could be a higher authority, the divine. To a source, you two might not be on the same page right now, but anyway, I'm not gonna read in tarot. I just wanted to give you an example of, you know, how you could get started with the learner deck. Okay, so let's read a little bit about thunder and lightning. Power. Okay, so You have so many strengths, yet you allow people to take away your power. When your words are discounted or your actions mocked, your light fades. You may tell yourself it doesn't matter as long as you know the real truth. But the danger comes when you start to believe others' dismissive attitudes towards you. Now is the time to take a stand and to assert your authority so you can grow fully into your power and shine your light. Oh, those cards I just looked at could be significant. You right now you could be looking to someone that you feel like has taken away you may be giving away your power, or someone has been dismissive of you. Otherwise, you deny not only yourself, but others who benefit from your gifts. Something about dimming your light. Don't dim your light for nothing or nobody. Someone could have done something or said something to you recently that has caused you just kind of like you got to dim yourself down, or it might have affected your self-esteem, or having you up in your head, doubting yourself and your abilities, and kind of losing yourself, and kind of knock you off of your path, and you not realizing your true power and potential. Stop giving your power away to this person or thing or whatever it is that's got you in this energy. Learn to let it go and step back into your power, because there's a lot that not just you but others can benefit from, especially if you're well gifted in reading tarot. There's something you're meant to do with it to help others, and you're not going to be able to do with that if you just allow this person or persons or whoever to put you in a state where you doubt yourself, and you've been knocked down a level. Like, no, not my pile number 3, not my collective. You might be wondering, how do I reassert my authority? How do I really step in my power and confidence? Well, it says, draw inspiration from the electrical charge of lightning. Learn the authority of thunder and stand bold. Never give your power away again. Incantation. Spiteful words I won't allow. No longer will I scrape and bow. I grow in strength, not silently. I reclaim my power. Become more truly me. Maybe that's why my throat was bothering me so much. Maybe you feel like somebody is trying to shut you up and force you to dim your light. Actually, I think this came out in pile number 2. You might want to watch pile number 2. There could be some significant messages for you there as well. Something that resonates with you. Something about somebody here trying to shut you up, or there's some energy around you that's trying to cause you to dim your light and to remain silent, and you're never meant to be silent. You're meant to be outspoken, and there's a lot that you have to tell. Growing your power and strength. You cannot be silent. Reclaim it and be truly who you are. Other divinatory meanings. Seeing lightning or dreaming about it also denotes an opportunity to express and cleanse yourself of any deep-seated anger you hold. Oh yeah, you could be angry with someone or about something. Lightning is the buildup of energy seeking release. Hearing distant thunder indicates that there is still time to manage a potentially difficult situation. Yeah, you must have gone through something recently, pile number 3, and it's caused a buildup of possibly anger, resentment. It's not a lot of energy that needs to be released. It's like it's about to come out in a wave of lightning. You still have time to manage a difficult situation. I'm hearing control your anger, or try to channel that into another form. In many thunder lightning reveal, in many mythologies, both rumbling thunder and lightning bolts are weapons for the gods. Zeus, king of the Greek Parthenon, and Thor from Germanic mythology, I mentioned Thor earlier, are among the gods who use lightning for removing obstacles and for regeneration. Being struck by lightning is spirit sign that you are a Hioka, the sacred jester of the Lakota people, who does everything back to front. Look into your ancestral ethnic history. There could be a connection with the Lakota people here. Um, you might be feeling like you've been struck by lightning recently. Spirit's asked you to take that and use that as a weapon. Use the power. Your voice, the way you speak, and the way you channel those messages of energy are very, 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 very powerful. Could move mountains and command nations, I'm hearing. So I'm getting a little tired. There's a lot of energy here, and I keep feeling the need to like clear my voice and drink more water. Somebody here needs to drink more water. That also came out in what was that? I think it came out in pile number 2. There's a need to rest. After you do a tarot reading or whatever, um, or just tap into spirit and channel. There's a need to ground yourself, dismantle the connection, take some time for rest and recharge. I know you want to practice to get better, utilize it like a muscle, but please understand, over time, if you use it a little too much, um, you could get really bogged down, you could be drained, you could be so tired that you're not actually clearly, effectively channeling or interpreting your message the way you should or could be because you're too tired and you need to rest, okay? But yeah, I love this. This is really, really great. Very powerful. Pile number 3. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna pull a couple cards from the what is this deck called? I always forget. From the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. What can pile number 3 do to further, activate these special abilities? Memories of Atlantis could definitely be a connection with Atlantis. That also came out in pile number 2, so I wouldn't be surprised if you got that. What can we do to further activate these abilities and take things to the next level? Cards. How can pile number 3 further unlock or enhance these abilities? Okay. Ooh, back of the deck. Connection with ancient Egypt. Thought light codes. Light initiation, great teacher awakening, divine magic. Yeah, you are definitely connected and tapped in, going through an awakening. You're meant to be a great guide, a guidance for others, teacher, very magical, divine magic. So we have the third eye activation, the brow chakra, inner vision, clear seeing. Yeah, there's a need to clear and activate your third eye so that you can have clear seeing and inner vision, especially if you're getting into tarot and reading and using that to provide guidance to others. So let's take a look at third eye activation. So the third eye or the brow chakra is the energy center found in the middle of the forehead between the brows. Often represented as an eye, it governs all aspects of our vision, including dreaming, reading between the lines, visualization, and even having psychic insights. This card transports us through a gateway representing our spiritual connection. Seeing with our inner eye is our divine right, and our soul self has never forgotten how to do it. In fact, we are often using this special talent even when we don't realize it. For example, when we imagine something before it happens. How to connect. Anoint the space between your brows with your favorite essential oil or moisturizer. For some reason, I'm hearing lavender oil, chamomile oil, lemon balm. Something to do with citrus. Rosemary. Yeah. But definitely lavender for sure. And close your eyes and massage the space. Tell your inner vision it's safe for it to be fully activated. Affirm, I am willing to see. Are you willing to see pile number 3? And when I mean see, I mean really see beyond the normal realm you currently see now, which you have to do. You have to be in a state where you're not afraid to do this, because once it's unlocked, you're going to see things that you might not necessarily were expecting to see or want to see, things that you're going to hear that might be concerning or bothersome to you, but you need to hear and see it because that's what's coming through, especially through the tarot. Are you ready and willing to see? If so, do what I just said to connect, call out to spirit, and ask them to open up your third eye further. Your message. This gateway encourages you to unlock your psychic abilities and to stop questioning your divine ability to see. Yeah, so somebody here has been really questioning your divine ability to see. Is my intuition really on point? Am I really seeing clearly? Or am I just making this up? No, you're not. Your intuition is very, very, very highly potent. A little bit. I mean, everyone has the ability to utilize intuition and psychic gifts, and most people choose not to due to skepticism and other means. But I think you've always had the gift of intuition is very, very strong, a little stronger than others have. And I think the reason why you doubt what you're seeing and hearing is because sometimes you hear things that you don't like or you don't really want to hear or to acknowledge, and so then the doubt creeps in. But everything that you're seeing is on point. There's no reason to question it. So it says here, know that great potential and healing will be unleashed when this space is activated. If you have an intuition about something, trust what you're seeing. Yeah, like I said, your intuition is on point. Even if it's something that you don't necessarily want to hear or you don't like, it's the truth. This is a sacred time for the psychic potential that you have had since childhood is awakening from slumber. Wow, yeah. For me, you were doing this as a child and not even realizing what it was. You had this natural gift to see, even prophesize into the future. You've always been a dreamer, sometimes thinking about how the future will show up or revisiting the past. Now the gifts that have been discouraged in the past are reawakening in your inner vision. Is stronger than you imagine. You have an innate ability to see further than human eyes and are able to identify the energies of what is going on around you with your activated third eye. This gateway is here as confirmation that what you are seeing and experiencing is in divine alignment and that you're being supported as you develop this source-given gift. Yeah, you're problem number 3, your intuition is on point. And I take it that you might have got some intuitive hit about somebody around you that you've been associating with lately, or some other thing that I get that might have been telling you that something is off, or you've been getting a bad feeling and you've been kind of wondering if you should question it, if you ignore it, if you're doubting what you're really seeing, what you heard. Like, I can't believe what I just heard. Oh, believe it. What you're hearing and seeing is true. It's definitely you're on point. Oh, this leads me to thought Ancient Egyptian ibis-headed god of writing, divine magic, and the moon. Acknowledged as a sacred scribe who created writing, he is considered to be the great mind behind the hieroglyphics and the maintainer of the Egyptian universe. It is said he was a priest king of Atlantis. Yeah, wow. Definitely go check out pile number 2. You're connected to Atlantis and was dedicated to leading the Atlantean people in a loving way that was firm but fair. Yeah, you're an Atlantean. You're an Atlantean in another life, and you're remembering that in this lifetime. Yeah, definitely check out pile number 2. It's gonna resonate. It's gonna hit you. It might scare you. However, no matter how hard he tried to direct them, many of them didn't obey the spiritual laws of the universe, which inevitably led to the end of their civilization. This gateway takes you to a space where you can connect with the energetic frequency that thought carries. As a master teacher of the star, he holds space for you to connect with some of your greatest gifts from this lifetime and the many others you live. His primary teaching is spiritual integrity, and he's working alongside a powerful congregation of evolved souls, the Ascended Atlanteans. So your Ascended Masters are fellow Atlanteans to guide those who are ready to increase their awareness. Wow. He specializes in helping those who are finding it difficult to make spiritual progress to rise above the aspects of their life that are holding them back. And he helps awaken the teacher within. If you are blessed to connect with him, you are going through a powerful set of light initiations at this time. These are preparing you to lead and teach from a powerful space of love. In order to complete the process, there will be a release of old ideas and limiting stories, but this is necessary for you to connect with the true power within you. Don't be concerned by the intensity of the energies that surround you right now. Facing shadow parts of yourself and your story is essential for your connecting with divine magic. And evolved beings of light are there to lead the way. If you have any concerns or fears at this time, know that when fear gets loud, it's because you're on the cusp of something extremely powerful. Yeah. Wow. Emerald Tablet activation, cosmic order, divine alchemy, conscious manifestation. That's right behind it. Yeah. Y'all some powerful, man. Pile number 2, pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 2 and 3. This y'all reading. This for both of y'all. Go check out both. You're definitely in it. I'm talking to an Atlantean, a fellow Atlantean. Hi y'all. I connect with Atlanteans too. It's probably why you are here and you're a part of my soul tribe. I just heard, are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here? Somebody likes Gladiator. What is that, Russell Crowe? I can't remember. The Divine Matrix, interconnectedness, synchronicity, God incidences. Wow. So everything is connected. Everything that was, is, and ever will be is connected by an invisible bond of energy, uniting every living being from the past, present, and even future. This isn't a new idea. Every great mystic through the ages has understood that everything is one, and now scientists are beginning to provide evidence for it. The best way to describe the connection is as a lattice or a grid, a divine matrix. We're all points on this grid, and we're all connected through it. It links us to our ancestry and loved ones, aspects of ourselves, past, present, and future, and also the ancient and divine wisdom held in the quantum field of the universe. This card shows a giant stargate opening up to the universe and a piece of sacred geometry known as the flower of life. This is quite literally a two-dimensional image of the divine matrix, and the information held within can help us begin to understand the inner and outer workings of this incredible universe. If you spend time with this image, you'll find multiple images within it, reminding us all that nothing is happening by chance, and that even when we can't fully comprehend it, there's a greater plan unfolding. I just heard it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. Connect. Meditate on the flower of life image on this gateway card. Affirm, I am connected to all beings, all intelligence, and all forms of light, past, present, and future. I am one with the one. Your message, you are in alignment with the oneness of life and the inner workings of the universe. You are Part of something great. That means that you are greatness expressing itself. Not one thing in your life has happened by chance. Even when you felt that things have been against you, a process has been unfolding, helping you understand your connectedness to all things. So there's no need to feel insignificant or lonely. It's also important to remember that the universe is always working in your favor for your highest good. You may have felt lost, but know that nothing is ever lost. For we're all held in the heart of source, and love is our connection to all things. So yeah, there's this nothing that you've gone through is by chance. You could be in a period of time where you feel very lonely and disconnected at this time. A lot of the old has fallen away, people, places, friends, whatever. You might be still feeling very lonely, sad, kind of like, why? That's because these things were not meant to be in your life for long periods of time, and you're vibrating at a whole different level now. And so in order for you to move forward, unfortunately, certain people, places, and things cannot come with you. And I definitely get that you're manifesting something big. Somebody here it's like number 2, somebody here is going to be a star. You could be end up being an influencer, have a major platform, something involving tarot and seeing, and whatever it is, it's going to be so big that you're going to be shocked when it happens. And you're really going to believe if you haven't believed before. And that's because you're being given this because you're basically meant to be out in the public, to lead the masses, to invoke some sort of change, a being of light. You're meant to be a leader, a teacher. Many are meant to follow you. And what comes with that, it's not going to be an easy journey. It's not for the faint of heart. But what comes with that is power, excellence, being a front and stage. And it might seem like things are moving slowly now, but I get that something's going to happen soon. It's going to pick up, and things are just going to start moving for you. And yeah, you're really stepping into your power. People are going to know your name. You are. I'm also hearing something about, I can't remember if I mentioned here telepathy. Somebody here is understanding what telepathy is or is not, could possibly have the ability to really hear and tap into other people's thoughts. That's something to be mindful of, to where when you're guiding or you're talking to someone, especially you're reading tarot, whatever, even just connected with them on a level, you might end up saying something or revealing something to someone that you would have no other way to know otherwise. And your intuition, everything's going to be so on point. It might scare the people around you because you're so insightful, but this just goes to show the true power and representation of source and light through you. That's what you're meant to do here. I just heard international bestseller. You could be writing a book about all of your encounters as you're going through this journey. Yeah. Something unexpected is about to happen. It's really going to just shock you and really make you very happy, knock your socks off, I'm hearing, and those around you. And I'm hearing somebody slept on you about to be real salty. They about to be salty as fuck. Excuse my language. Love and light, y'all. Love and light always. But yeah, somebody about to be like, damn, I wish I would have treated the pile number 3 better. Damn, I wish I should have, I could go with the collective. It's gonna be too late. It's gonna be too late. All right, so I'm gonna pull a card from the Sacred Light Oracle Ascension cards for the Spiritual Seeker. What closing message do we have from the Ascended Masters, the Ascended Atlanteans that pile number 3 is connecting to? That thought is to let you know what you need to continue to move forward on your journey, and just, in overall encouragement. Card, Spirit, one card. These cards are so hard to shuffle. Oof. Oop. Here we go. Back of the deck we have Celestial Channel. Yeah, definitely check out pile number 2. Number 6, Hidden Beauty, remaining optimistic, staying neutral. There's a lot of hidden beauty and depth to you that you have yet to discover. Continue to remain positive as you go through this journey. And Archangel Michael, number 3, heart. You have a heart. Alright, sorry about that, pile number 3. The video just cut off. I was continuously recording. I've been recording since pile number 1. I guess the file was getting too big, so it cut it off. So yeah. So where I left off, Archangel Michael is protecting you at this time, and he is part of your spiritual tribe, one of your guardians, connecting directly to you through signs of synchronicity, sending you messages, letting you know that you are divinely protected at this time. You're getting a lot of signs of synchronicities. Just basically, he wants you to know not to give up. If you called out asking for help and protection, he's there. He is the most respected angel in all faiths, scriptures, and spiritual traditions. He commands the legions of guardian angels on the first ray. So align with faith and in the will of God. Archangel Michael assists souls that are trapped or lost or bound by fear to the astral plane. Yeah, he's trying to help guide you through this fear. Anything that could be possibly holding you back from achieving your greatness. He's helping you to release lower and toxic energies such as fear and worry, so you can open yourself up to experience love and connection with the purity of the angelic realm. Yeah, you're an angel. You're number 3. He's ready to go to battle. All you have to do is call on him. He guides you to a clearer path, self-connection, and personal strength. If you're lacking faith in your future and feeling unstable to trust your inner thoughts or intuitive senses, ask the angels for assistance. He's guiding you to find passion and purpose in your life. Listening to your inner voice and acknowledging any fear you have about your future will lead you closer to the positive life path. Mediumship and spirit talking or support it now. Remove any barriers that stop you from hearing spirit messages. You definitely could be a medium. Sacred crystals. Sapphire could be significant. That could be your birthstone. You could have been born in September. Know that your path is clear. You're divinely guided and protected. Archangel Michael is here to initiate experiences with spirit and help you to connect with and awaken to your intuitive senses. Be vigilant. Signs are everywhere. You're definitely seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities. Please pay attention to them. You could be seeing 111, 222, 444, 717, 818, 234, 123, 212, 1221, 1010, 1001, 333, 534. That's interesting. 888, 999, 777, 711, 414. All could be significant and resonate for you. 555. Yeah, he's trying to communicate with you. He's got your back. No need to worry. Anything or anyone's bothering you, he's here to take care of it. All you have to do is call him and ask. Yeah. And again, you are a celestial channel, direct connection to the angelic realm. Oh, this is crazy. Yep, galactic vibration, raising your resilience, direct channel. Yeah, you're a channeler. Pile number 3. All right, pile number 3. That's what I have for you. So exciting, very powerful energy. And again, check out pile number 2. There's definitely something there that's gonna resonate with you. It's your message as well. And I hope this resonates for you. Let me know down in the comment section below. And yeah, pile number 3, I wish you all the best of luck. This is amazing. I'm so excited to hear where spirit takes you. All right, I'm gonna take another little break and I'll be back. We're pile number 4. All right, what's up? Last but certainly not least, pile number 4. If you're here, you have chosen the how do I pronounce this? Morion quartz, or it's a basically a form of a variety of smoky quartz. Apparently, there are 2 different types. This is one of them. This is a really beautiful piece. It almost, you see right here, this looks like a lightning bolt coming down the side of this. It's a very pretty black and white crystal. Sometimes you can see a hint of brown there. Definitely quartz is smoky quartz is definitely a really good crystal for absorbing, transmuting, and clearing of energy, clutter from the mind, healing from blockages. Let me pull up my little notes here. Where is it? Quartz, 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 quartz. Okay, here's quartz. Phantom quartz. Okay, smoky quartz. So easily obtained, but ensure that it's natural smoky quartz. This is natural. This is sourced worldwide. So smoky quartz is efficient grounding and anchoring stone. At the same time, raises vibrations during meditation. It's a protective stone, has a strong link with the earth and base chakras, promoting a concern for the environment and ecological solutions. This is a superb antidote to stress. It assists in tolerating difficult times with equanimity and fortifying resolve. Grounding spiritual energy, gently neutralizing negative vibrations, like I said before. It blocks geopathic stress, absorbs electromagnetic smog, and assists elimination and detoxification on all levels. Brings a positive vibe to fill the space. It teaches you how to leave behind anything that no longer serves you. It can be used to protect the earth chakra below the feet and its grounding cord when in an area disturbed earth energy. Psychologically, it relieves fear, lifts depression, and brings emotional calmness. It alleviates suicidal tendencies and ambivalence about being an incarnation. Aids in acceptance of physical body and the sexual nature, enhancing virility and cleansing the base chakra so that the passion can flow naturally. Helps to alleviate nightmares, manifest your dreams. When it comes in contact with negative emotion, it gently dissolves them. Yeah. So I get pile number 4. You might be dealing with could be some depression or some other negative energy at this time that you're trying to clear. You could be suffering from headaches, other sort of pain in the body, and this is here to kind of help with that ailment. You can actually put this under your pillow. If you get a piece like this, you can put this under your pillow to help with the base chakra, or by a telephone or on a geopathic stress lines. You can wear it as a pendant for long periods to dispel stress. Place a stone in each hand and sit quietly for a few moments. Place over a painful point to dissolve pain. Place point away from the body to draw off negative energies. Point toward to energize. Yeah, it's definitely a very powerful cleansing stone. healing from a crisis. It's just so deep, and look how beautiful and sharp that point is. On the back, look at like all the little crystals and perfectly jagged edges. For some reason I'm seeing an image of a mountain. It could possibly be a mountain or a special place that you like to go, or at the very top it helps you kind of look up and look out to clear your mind and energy. Something about a peak. You could be peaking at this time in regards to your spiritual gifts, or something else that you're going through. I'm hearing calm yourself, calm your emotions and your energy. So let's take a look at pile number 4. What is your overall spiritual superpower? Connection to ancient Egypt. Ancient Egypt and is coming out very, very strongly. You could be connected to pharaohs, or be a descendant of pharaohs. I'm seeing the land of the pharaohs. So your power is dreams. There's something powerful. You get powerful messages and things in your dreams. Could possibly be a dream interpreter. It could be significant messages in your dreams that can actually help with other people and your channeling. This actually, I think, resonates with pile number 1. So pile number 4, it could be some messages for you there from pile number 1, if you're interested. Yeah, there's a need to make sure you're getting quality sleep. So that you're not missing out on this guidance and these messages from spirit. And you could be a very lucid dreamer, and very vivid dreams, and maybe want to keep a dream journal to make sure that you jot down everything that you see and feel or hear in your dreams, so that way you can interpret them later. You could be going to other places while you're dreaming. Astral projection, that came out on pile number 1 too. Yeah, definitely go check out pile number 1. And then we have the Book of Destiny, book knowledge. There's some sort of ancient secrets or knowledge that you have access to. It's coming through to you. It's coming out through your dreams. Could be a knowledge of the great pharaohs, the great kings that came before. That's the destiny. It's your birthright to have this ancient knowledge. So let's take a look at dreams. So blue could be one of your favorite colors, or you can have a blue aura. There's something also that you're cooking up. It's incubation. So it says here, the answers you seek come to you in your dreams. They are presented through images, stories, as well as visitations from deceased loved ones or from your guides. Find solutions to your questions and evolve spiritually by practicing dream incubation. Before going to sleep, plant a mental intention that you will dream about a specific topic. Focusing your attention in this way will put you in charge of your dreams. As your sleeping consciousness becomes aware that you are dreaming, you are more able to manipulate imagery and experiences, change outcomes in your reality, and travel through dimensions of esoteric planes, dreaming your dreams awake. Yeah, you're definitely astral projecting, traveling, tapping into different realms in your sleep state. And I like for incubation, I like the idea of really focusing on something, maybe a question you have about a person, place, or thing. Think about it significantly before you go to sleep, and Spirit will give you the answers to your questions in regards to that topic. Or it could even, for some reason I'm seeing images from the movie Inception. It could be a possibility that you could possibly connect with someone else in the dream state. Planting of ideas and other things within the dream. Someone here could be connected with someone that resembles or reminds you of Leonardo DiCaprio. That's for somebody. That's very specific. This person could be showing up in your dreams. Actually, you're also getting a lot of you're getting a lot of messages, and you're being visited by deceased loved ones, or even your guides, or even the ancient pharaohs or masters are visiting you, but in a different form. So you might not realize or recognize who they are. Yeah. You might want to invest into like a dream interpretation book. Um, to kind of and study it to kind of help you better be able to quickly interpret and understand what's coming through when you wake up, to really understand what things mean. The dream interpretation is definitely a very powerful gift. Not everyone can do it, because a lot of the times the things that you dream about and things that you see really don't mean what you think it means. uh like teeth falling out, for example. You might think, oh well, are my teeth gonna fall out at some point? No, actually, that really means that you're going through some sort of transformation or initiation to a next phase of life. Because typically, when your teeth fall out at a young age, it makes room for your adult teeth. So you're basically transitioning between childhood and stepping into your adult journey or life. It's basically something old being removed to make room for the new, for example. Not everybody would get that, but you would know if you had a book and you really studied that sort of thing. So I definitely recommend looking into that. I'm going to further clarify by book to get your knowledge. There's definitely going to be a lot of knowledge and wisdom from books. Definitely ensure that you continue to read and study up on things. Also, Akashic Records comes to mind as well. You could be someone that is able to tap into the Akashic Records very easily, and you should read up on books about it. I have one here actually that I can show you that I would recommend. Um, Yeah, the Akashic Records are available to help you understand not only that you can undo past events and connect with your higher consciousness, but they may also help you understand why it's important to live a more conscious life. The more you connect to the records, the more you will see how the world works, and that all the things you thought were so important no longer seem important. You're more likely to recognize when you are emotionally triggered and when it's time to go into the records for more healing work. As you work with the records, you start to make decisions more consciously. You make your choices based on a higher understanding of how you interact with the quantum field and the Akashic Records. By consciously choosing how you respond to events, both in action and thought, you are taking responsibility for your experiences in your life. As you work in the records, you will see instead how you can create the world you desire in a more magical life. Yeah. So, here's the book that I recommend you look into, read by the founder of the Spiritual Expansion Academy, a expert in cock in cock. Oh Lord, somebody might be horny right now. TMI. Um, she's an expert in how to actually master and tap into the Akashic Records. And here's a approach to how to do that and raising your vibration. So yeah, I highly recommend you getting this book and kind of reading through and studying and learning how to tap in and how to actually access the records, become a master at that. Being asked to show you, because I get here, somebody might be an empath, the psychic empath. Secrets of Psychics and Empaths, a guide to developing abilities such as Intuition, clairvoyance, telepathy, aura reading, healing, mediumship, and connected to your spirit guides by Kimberly Moon. This is I'm going through this now. It's a really good book. Crash course about empathy, mediumship, telepathy, the different types of empaths, traits and characteristics, different sort of things that you can use with those gifts. Talks about psychic protection, different types of spiritual gifts. And also there's a section on dream interpretation in here as well. It talks about that. So check that out. I'll put both of those titles and a little bit about the description in the description box, so you can go check that out in your own time. So incantation here. In and out, I gently drift. Through dreams of scenes, I slowly sift. Gods and queens appear to me. Their messages now I see clearly. Okay, I just saw and heard Kali. Somebody could be connected with this Hindu goddess Kali. There's a need to practice caution there, as she is there's a warrior goddess who, if you invoke her to seek vengeance on somebody, just know that she's gonna do her job. She's gonna do it very well. She is kind and helpful to those who connect to her in a respectful way, but just be cautious about, somebody here might be planning to sick Kali on somebody. I would not recommend. That's a warning for somebody. Other divinatory meetings. Take time out to rest. Keep a dream journal. Like I said before, your dreams are significant. Investigate an occurring dream. There could be something that a dream that you constantly have recurring that's on repeat. Could be something in regards to childhood, something to do with, for somebody here, you keep dreaming about being in a particular house. I guess going through rooms, searching for something, opening doors, or being pulled in certain rooms. Something to do with the house. Could have been a house from your childhood. But there's a need to keep a journal, buy a dream interpretation book. A loved one is trying to connect with you through your dreams. Yeah, you definitely have someone significant here is trying to connect to you through your dreams, and they want you to acknowledge them. For somebody, there's a pharaoh that is trying to connect with you. A pharaoh. I'm hearing Hatshepsut, Akhenaten, Atem. It's Ramesses II. Could be all significant, trying to come through and connect to you. So dreams revealed. Dream interpretation dates back to over 5,000 years to the Mesopotamians. Both gods and kings paid very close attention to the meanings of their dreams and recorded them on clay tablets. The Babylonians, Assyrians, and Egyptians created dream temples and placed high value on vivid and significant dreams they believed would help them heal. Yeah. Something very significant about your dreams, and you definitely need to interpret them. You could be a gifted dream interpreter, or someone around you in your space is. I think the dream interpretation is very cool, very powerful gift. If you have that, that's pretty badass. I struggle, so I have to use an interpretation book, but anyone that can just, you give them your dream and they can just interpret on the fly, I'm just highly impressed. That's the serious gift. All right, book knowledge. You're absolutely spot on. Even if others claim otherwise, you are not mistaken. Stick to what you know and understand, for it is correct. I definitely get this from an intuitive standpoint. Your intuition is on point, even if people try to convince you that you're lying or it's not true. And it's their lying. They don't want to admit. They don't want to admit to the truth that you're spot on. It's important that you stand strong in your convictions, even if others have not woken up to the truth of the matter. Some may come around in time, and even if they don't, move forward knowing that you are right. Make sure you are well read in your chosen subject as a new and rewarding chapter in your life opens up for you. Gaining fresh information will allow you to be more discerning. Make sure you read between the lines in any given situation. Trust that which you know and follow it to the letter, for all that you have learned serves you well. Incantation. I stand my ground with what I know, for 'tis the truth and not for show. I've studied hard, I know what's right. This leads me to my path of light. Yeah, definitely check out pile number 1. There's a lot in regards to study and knowledge and really knowing and honing into your craft. Definitely get a lot of books on esoteric knowledge and I just heard incantations, healing, definitely Akashic records. Past life regression, I'm also hearing, and dream interpretation. Yeah, it's definitely time to really get down, study, become a true guru, a sage, because it's definitely going to benefit for you in the long run. I feel like there's like some sort of opportunity or something coming up for you that's going to require you to have this knowledge on hand. Other divinatory meanings: keep what you know to yourself for the moment. Your knowledge in this matter will take you far. You know more than those who oppose you on this. Share your passion for knowledge with others. Read more esoterically themed books, is what I just said. That's so crazy. A book revealed. Writing first appears in history as early as the 7th millennia BC. Marked onto stone, wood, silk, bamboo, wax, clay, and papyrus, characters and hieroglyphs were used as record keepers of ancient history, myths, and folklore. The destruction of the ancient library of Alexandria by fire resulted in the loss of all the books and scrolls of ancient knowledge it contained. I think you naturally have a lot of ancient knowledge within you that you've gained from many, many years and lifetimes, and you're going to discover a lot of things that you didn't really think that there's any other way for you to know it, but you somehow know it. Even if you haven't dug into a book yet, you might actually be the type to pick up a book, you're reading something, and it immediately resonates, and it's like you already knew the knowledge within. Like it's knowing the unknowable, I'm hearing. Um, this is your destiny to know. Deep inner knowing. I see that there's like a red crystal here. Red could be significant. Ruby. Ruby. I'm trying to think. I can't remember what month that birthstone is for, but ruby. I'm also seeing garnet. Garnet is actually good for like past life regression. Actually, I know garnet. That's a stone for January. You could have been born in January. Ruby. I almost want to say February, but I don't think that's. Let me see. Ruby birthstone month. What is this? Oh, July. Okay, yeah, July. You could be born in July. Yeah, definitely. You have a lot of inner wisdom and ancient knowledge. There are things that ascended masters of the pharaohs or whatever are trying to relate to you that you have no other way of knowing because the knowledge could have been destroyed or whatever. But they're bringing it to you. You're meant to write it down. You're meant to interpret it and pass it on moving forward. Someone here could be a writer. You could be a scribe. You could write poetry. You could write books. You can write all sort of things. You just love to write. You have a natural gift for communication through writing. And it's definitely something that's going to play out and help you for the future. And I see with these light here, you could be surrounded by a lot of, you could be seeing orbs, surrounded by a lot of various different energies, and these are kind of like your guardians, your angels, and these loved ones that are communicating with you, kind of connecting with you, around you at this time, illuminating your path forward. For some reason, I'm hearing and seeing Jupiter. And I just saw Sailor Moon. You could be connected with the planet of Jupiter. You could like Sailor Moon, Sailor Jupiter, green, something about Jupiter. Yeah, palm number 4, just again, very good energy. So let us, your pause pretty straightforward. Let's get into, I'm gonna pull some cards from the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. What additional things can pile number 4 do in order to further activate these superpowers and these gifts, spirit? What more can pile number 4 do to further activate their gifts and align with them? Give me 2 cards. Okay, Divine Matrix. I think that came out in the last pile too. And Divine Matrix Solar Light Upgrade. Oh. Back of the deck. Order of Melchizedek. Embraced by light, mission uncovered, don't give up. Yeah, you have a mission. You've discovered your soul purpose, your mission, what you're meant to do on this earth, and there's something about you might be struggling with moving forward and things not moving quite as you would expect it. But Spirit is saying definitely whatever it is that you're working on, that you're incubating, don't give up. Continue to move forward. You have a mission. You're embraced and surrounded by light. And oh my God, look at this. So behind that we have angelic frequency. Angels are here. You're safe. You have a very potent connection. And then Akashic records. You have the ability to tap into the Akashic records, clearing old stories, releasing past lives, freedom. Yeah. What I say? I am tapped in. The ability is strong with this one. The force is strong with you. Midichlorians. Somebody here like Star Wars. Connected with source and spirit is pretty much, in being able to make things happen with that, is pretty much like utilizing the force. So if you think about, the force is a real thing. All right, so the Divine Matrix. Interconnectedness, synchronicity, Godincidus. Everything is connected. Everything that was and is and ever will be is connected by an invisible bond of energy, uniting every living being from the past, present, and even future. This isn't a new idea. Every great mystic through the ages, you could be a mystic here, has understood that everything is one, and now scientists are beginning to provide evidence for it. The best thing to describe the connection is a lattice or a grid, a divine matrix. Also, someone here could resonate with the movie The Matrix. You may be feeling like you're kind of like Neo, you're the one, which you are, you're a chosen one. We're all points on this grid, and we're all connected through it. It links us to our ancestry and loved ones, aspects of ourselves, past, present, and future, and also the ancient and divine wisdom held in the quantum field of the universe. This card shows a giant stargate opening up to the universe and a piece of sacred geometry known as the flower of life. This is quite literally a two-dimensional image of the divine matrix, and the information held within it can help us begin to understand the inner and outer workings of this incredible universe. If you spend time with this image, you'll find multiple images within, reminding us all that nothing is happening by chance, and that even when we can't fully comprehend it, there's a greater plan unfolding. Yeah, there's a greater plan to everything that's going on, like in your life. Nothing has happened by chance. It's all happened for a reason. And we're all more connected to each other than we think that we are on a spiritual, energetic level. Connect. Meditate on the flower of life image on this gateway card and affirm, I am connected to all beings, all intelligence, and all forms of light, past, present, and future. I am one with the one. Your message. You are in alignment with the oneness of life and the inner workings of the universe. You are part of something great. That means that you are greatness expressing itself. Now, one thing in your life has happened by chance, is what I just said. Even when you felt that things have been against you, a process has been unfolding, helping you understand your connectedness to all things. So there's no need to feel insignificant or lonely. It's also important to remember that the universe is always working in your favor and for your highest good. You may have felt lost, but know that nothing is ever lost, for we're all held in the heart of Source, and love is our connection to all things. Somebody's coming back to you that you thought that you had lost or wouldn't come back to you. That's for somebody. It's very specific. Someone's coming back to you. Don't worry, they'll be back. I'm hearing. Yeah, you could be seeing signs of synchronicities, a lot of miracles and things happening around you at this time. Pile number 4. And then we have solar light upgrade, solar plexus chakra, inner fire, willpower. The solar plexus chakra is found just above the belly button in the pit of the stomach. It's the energetic gateway that governs our gut, our instincts, and on an energetic level, our willpower and drive. You're being driven to do something. You have a high gut instinct about whatever this is. The spirit is saying, go for it. This space can be described as a glowing sun. It is a space of warmth that gives us the necessary focus and energy to fulfill our purpose and realize our dreams. When the solar light gateway opens, our solar plexus gives an infinite well of light in the pit of our being. This is a source of daily inspiration and ancient wisdom. When we feel our willpower increasing, we are remembering that we have prepared for many incarnations for the opportunities we have today. Connect. Place both your hands on the pit of your stomach. Breathe to them, visualizing a great fiery light switching on. Call your solar power up and out. Your message. The light of the great central sun is shining on you, activating you to push onward and create. This is a perfect time to move forward with projects, goals, and intentions. Align your energy with whatever you are ready to create and experience. Focus on what you are ready to grow, where you are ready to expand. As your focus on your goals, you are giving them energetic encouragement to flourish. And open like the warm summer sun. Something could be happening significant this summer for you, like the warm summer sun kissing the ground, encouraging the flowers to grow and bloom. That sunlight has arrived, is here in you now. Yeah, you're starting to open up and bloom, and whatever darkness you were dealing with, I do get that there was darkness that you're clearing up, is starting to, because you see, this is actually pretty powerful, significant. You see the difference between both these cards. One seems to be a little bit more darker, and this one's a light. It's like the darkness is being cleared to make room for the light. You're starting to open up. You're starting to blossom. You're starting to let the sun shine back in, the feel-good energy, it's like I'm seeing a sunflower. You're like a sunflower that has your head up to the sky. You're directly connected to the sun. The very bright light energy. Colors yellow and orange could be significant for you. Perhaps you should wear those colors. It'll help to brighten up your mood. And you can also really like sunflowers. So this could be significant. Okay, I just heard Kyle for whatever reason. So somebody here, either your name is Kyle or you're connected with someone whose name is Kyle. Something to do with Kyle. Also, the author's name is Kyle here. I just happened to look at it and focus on it, and I felt like it was significant. Something to do with Kyle. And Earl Grey tea, that's for somebody. That's interesting. There's a movie coming through. Somebody can hear it. Cause like there's this movie. I think it's Mary and Max. It's a stop motion, a claymation film that's very, very cute. Mary and Max. That you should possibly look into. Here it is. Mary and Max. A dark comedy, a drama comedy from 2009. Spanning 20 years, two continents, Mary and Max recounts the pen pal relationship between two very different people. Mary Dinkle, a chubby, lonely 8-year-old living in the suburbs of Melbourne, Australia, and Max Horowitz, a severely obese 44-year-old Jewish man with Asperger's syndrome living in the chaos of New York City. Yeah, it's about a friendship, a divinely guided friendship. Your name could be Mary or Max. You're connected with someone with that name. And Kyle is significant too. Just heard Clarice. Those names are coming through specifically. Somebody here could be born in or from Australia or New York. Something about New York is significant here. Maybe you want to live in or dream of going to New York if you haven't been yet. Or someone can have a larger than life personality. But anyway. Yeah, I just see you unfolding and opening up like the sun. This bright, warm, healing energy, and it's actually healing others around you. The more that you open up and you shine, the more others are going to be attracted to your light. You're going to see some significant changes in your life coming. Especially something about the summer is very significant, especially towards the end of June, early July. For those of you born in July, something significant could be happening around your birthday. Something about somebody that possibly. So there's a character in Mary and Max. Mary had a neighbor that was suffering from agoraphobia. He was scared to leave his house for a summer. Somebody here doesn't leave their house doesn't leave their house a lot, and there's a need to get out and step out, come out to the open, step into the sunshine. Your energy is evolving. You're going to change into a whole nother person, somebody that others might not recognize. Definitely you're going to attract a lot of souls and energy and things to you, going from this very dark place to a place of light. And if your name is Kyle, if you're here and you select this pile, that message is specific for you. It's okay to go out, step into the sunshine. Don't be afraid. Oh man, yep. Ooh. Pile number 4. All right, I'm gonna close this out now. In with a card from the. I always forget the name of this deck. What is this? Jeez. What is the name of it? Hold on, y'all. Give me a minute. I just started struggling. As soon as I started talking about this person named Kyle, I started struggling. Are you struggling? It's all right. Sacred Light Oracle. Ascension cards for the spiritual seeker. So what do the Ascended Masters have to say to pile number 4? I also just heard Mariah or Moriah, Mo, Trinity, Aaron, Raiden, might be your names. It could be significant. Rachel. Give me one card for the pile number 3 as a final message of encouragement or just what they need to know to move forward. Ooh, oh my God, I have never, this is the first time I've ever had this card pop out. Here's scales here, justice. You could be a Libra or have Libra in your chart. Here's a need for balance. At the bottom of the deck, we have galactic vibration number 15. Personal conviction, raising your resilience, a direct channel. You're a direct channel with a celestial channel. Also a light being like one of the other piles. So we have inner 17, inner oracle. 17 could be significant. Breaks down to an 8. 8, if you turn on the side, the symbol of infinity. I just heard to infinity and beyond. Somebody's excited about the new Buzz Lightyear movie coming out. That's for somebody. But you're meant to go to infinity and beyond. You are a channel. Deja vu, self-fulfilling prophecy. I think somebody here is just waking up to the idea that you might be a channeler. Possibly, spirituality might be something that you weren't necessarily into or just didn't necessarily believe in, didn't really understand what was going on. Spirit is here to help you understand that you are a channeler. Definitely have access to a lot of ancient wisdom and knowledge. You could be seeing deja vu. Receiving the knowledge and wisdom that is offered from deep illumination can often be prophetic and life-affirming and will help you to know you are on the right path. Powerful visualizations, prophetic vision, past life memories, and soul connections are triggered by the oracle that is centered deep within you. You're remembering something at this time. The wisdom of the inner oracle is often buried within. Discovering its presence illuminates past mistakes, bad choices, and ego-based relationships with yourself and others. Revealing this connection can trigger internal defenses, making it difficult to maintain a solid connection to the intelligence of your oracle. Lord Lanto, who's on this card, asks you to learn and grow your inner oracle with discussion, seeing the world with eyes of wisdom and acknowledging that you are still a student learning in the great cycle of life. Accepting possible errors and judgments allows your consciousness to adapt, redirecting energy to a new outcome. Holding the flame of illumination on the second ray, Ascension Master Lord Lanto encourages you to become closer to your sense of knowing. Explore your psychic self and intuition as you examine previous signs and events where deja vu has been experienced. You might have just thought you were seeing deja vu, but really you were tapping into your psychic self, using intuition, seeing signs and synchronicities. Spirit is trying to, you might be just now waking up and coming to terms with this. Sudden realizations will occur now. Having the courage to openly accept them is what initiates the act of enlightenment. Mastery is the key to success. Discipline your mind. Labradorite could be a sacred crystal you should possibly properly invest in. Definitely helps you with accessing knowledge and honing your psychic abilities. Somebody here really, really loves to learn. They love to read. They love to study. There's a lot that they know that they keep hidden. They keep to themselves, away from people. They might act like when you're out in public or just around people, you might have a tendency to pretend like you don't know a lot, but deep down inside, you actually do know a whole lot. You're a sage, but it's like I was reading about the card before. It was saying keep this to yourself right now. You're keeping a lot of this to yourself because there's something that you're meant to do that you're working on, and I suspect that the people around you are not in a position or ready to handle it. But that's gonna change because you're about to get a whole different tribe and access to a different set of people. Yeah, definitely a Libra here. I'm hearing fifth house, possibly Libra moon or rising, or something that's coming in to balance, something that you're meant to balance out, some sort of truth you're coming to understand, something that needs to be made right. Yeah, balancing of energies. Some sort of truth is going to be revealed to you. I said somebody was coming back, didn't I? Maybe somebody's coming back to make something right. I don't know. Or you feel like you need to go back to somebody to make something right. Either way, somebody coming back. Somebody doing something. But, all right. That is what I have for you, pile number 4. I hope that you got something out of this and it resonated for you. If it did, please let me know down in the comment section. And I look forward to kind of like, hearing about your journey and what's happening for you. Definitely study up and on the quantum field realm and Akashic records, and like you're a badass and you're going to be doing some really, really great things. This knowledge will take you very far. Keep it on the hush hush right now because there possibly people, entities around you that don't want you to have access to the knowledge that you have, or there's something that could be used for harm, or just I don't know. It's time for you to settle down and to study and focus on your gifts and what you're meant to bring to the table. Really getting to know yourself, who you are as a divine being, and understanding and honing your gifts. All right, so we're at the very end. I've gone through all 4 piles, and I'm just cleaning up my space now. There's one last thing I want to do before we go, and that is I want you to take a look at my candle, and I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read some of the energy off of that. Come on, jeez. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to like get this out of the box so I can close it up. Okay, there we go. All right, awesome. Somebody should invest in a crystal ball for scrying. So let me pull this candle over and take a look. It could be the way the camera angle is. This is a light blue candle, but you see how bright this is right now. Definitely a connection to the divine, to source, to angels. I just want to take a look at the way that this is kind of like burned, spilled over. Usually these candles, when I use them, they burn slow, but this was burning ridiculously hard. So definitely, if you're here, it's for a reason. And the way that I'm looking at this, it's almost looking like an overflow, a waterfall here. There could be a place somewhere significant that calls out to you near a waterfall. Maybe you should think about going there to think or even imagine being near a waterfall. You're about to explode with knowledge, wisdom. Your gifts are about to explode. They're going to spill over. They're going to be more heightened and potent than they've ever been before. And I see, like, right here, there's a little liquid pool of candle wax that's coming, that's getting ready to spill out. Is actually getting ready to spill over in just a little bit. But it's just like a pool. I see a pool of water. I mean, a cave. Cave might be significant too. There might be a place where there's a cave and water, and go there to think and have answers. And just in general, your psychic gifts are just about to explode and spill over like a waterfall, and it's just going to be a never-ending cascade of abilities, energies, messages. It's just really just out on all corners, the areas of your life. I'm also seeing a turtle. Sea and seashore could be significant for you. There are four streaks here. Four could be significant, definitely. Angel number you could be seeing. I'm seeing some hands. It's like, I think that's why you have to be careful to protect your knowledge and protect your space at this time. There could be some hands around you ready to try to dip in and try to get access to and ensnare your light. Oh, see that? Confirmation. Some hands trying to hold you back, push you from letting whatever this is out, but it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out really fast. An explosion, if it hasn't already happened, it will. It's gonna come on really fast. It might be a lot at first, but eventually over time you'll learn to master, control your abilities, control control the messages, and get to a point where eventually you'll start to slow down, trickle down, and you know, get to a point where it's a steady flow. You can learn to control it. This is interesting. The liquid is starting to make its way back up near the flame. That's deep. That could talk about your inner flame and your willpower. Keep your light burning bright. Don't allow anyone to dim your light or your shine. A pathway is going to be cleared for you. I'm seeing two people. A pathway cleared for two people, or between two people, or a group of four people. This can represent four angels protecting you. Take it how it resonates. I see clouds. So I might like to go outside, stare up and look at the clouds, the images in the clouds. There could be something significant there for you. Blue could be your favorite color. Mm-hmm. Blue, gray, black, white, significant colors for you at this time. All right, I just want to show you that. I just think it's really cool. There's a lot going on here. Look at that. It's just like a beautiful scene, a pool of water spilling over. You're about to power up big fucking time. I'm hearing it's about fucking time. Alright, you're gonna show the world a side of you that they've never seen before. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're gonna have some haters. Some people ain't gonna be able to handle it. But oh well, fuck them. That is what it is. They just don't have to deal with it. Do not stop. Do not dim your light. Do not go back to the person and the place you were before. Do not. It's not gonna serve you any longer. You need to move forward. You have shit. You got work to do. Okay. Brother, sis, they, them. Y'all got stuff to do. All right. This is all I have for you. Thank you so much for coming. And again, I hope this resonated with you. It is bright. Focus on that light. And I wish you all the best of luck in your future. Take care. Namaste and blessed be.